And hello, everybody. I probably shouldn't clap when I say stuff like, and hello, everybody. We are Hard Knock Dice. My name is Jonesy, your dungeon master for the evening. And these beautiful people around me are your heroes for the evening and my best friends. Today, we are going to continue across Eberron. But before we do, as always, if I can get an exclamation mark charity in the chat, we are raising money. My headset is caught. We are raising money alongside Extra Life for the Children's Healthcare of Atlanta. So go check them out. Go click that link. Go donate. And be a hero IRL. Open your hearts and wallets to a really great cause. Go save some children. So, what else? Any other announcements? Anything else? No? I think that's it. All right. Wonderful. In that case, if my headset would stop getting caught under my stupid chair arm. There we go. All right. Sorry, I just heard a hawk squeal in Soundtell. So, last we left off, our heroes have defeated Yidril. They now sit in the city of Atur in the aftermath of such a battle. The city has been tore down, but they are now rebuilding. The citizens, the Shining Vanguard, have all suffered losses, but they have come out victorious. Last episode, we introduced after Milo mysteriously disappeared to some ever after, his drone awakened some sort of humanoid creature made of metal, woods, and cogs, and all sorts of different pieces. For all intents and purposes, a warforged, but not made in quite the same way. Milo went to get milk and cigarettes from the store. He'll be back later, kids. Don't worry.
He's not coming back, is he?
And if he is, you'll still be a disappointment. Anyways, well, all right. To continue on, though, his new character, Otto, the automated battle platform, was introduced to the party. A little bit of sparring was had between him, Gorham, and Dakad. Also, a little bit of conversation between Crowley and Kaushik. Who went and delved into the mirror trying to find Milo, but was unsuccessful in finding Milo anywhere in the afterlife, at least not somewhere where he could be spoken to. Kaushik did, however, reach someone else when she said, "Is anyone else here?" and found her mother and relived the last few moments of memories of a memory that's been locked away for a long time from her, discovering that she may be responsible for her own mother's death. So, however, after all of that, and after the sparring was done, we did have a pretty big discussion with the Shining Vanguard, making a decision on what to do with the staff and the best way to get their fell friend Artyom. His soul was seen sucked into this phylactery of Verandis Vol, life render they've known. They've figured it out as. So, they now had a vote on which way, on Dakad saying that some entity or group of entities may be able to help out. He doesn't know, but it's worth asking. However, it'd be safer for all of them if they just didn't know shit about it. At a very, very close vote, they have decided to move forward with it. It is when Dakad went up onto a mountain. The airship now sits about a mile back from this mountain. Wind and snow still blasting around in this area. Dakad called out for the Spring Queen, Calliope. As a warm wind blows through the area, Dakad, a lithe feminine figure, inhumanly beautiful, stands in front of you. Her spring cloak drapes down her back. Her dark brown hair, but tinted with green, pulled up and regal. She sits, her hands crossed in front of you, saying, Your luck persists, Dakad.
As it does. I'm not going to waste your time. I know you're a busy person. So I've got a deal for you, if you want to hear it.
You have my attention.
I will hover the staff over. This is a powerful artifact. And it held many, many souls of used as fuel.
She's just
I
looking at you.
offer it to you in trade, but for you to only take out one soul.
So the extent of the deal, I get this staff and you get a soul from it.
That's right. That's a soul. He's needed. Well, these folks need him.
Is that all you have to offer?
That's what's on the table.
To God, how badly do you want to make this trade?
I don't know. Let's see. He's trying to maintain a pretty good poker face. That's
Before
it's a
before
14, but yeah, he wants to make the deal pretty
badly.
He's pretty badly. I'd say on a scale of 1 to 10, like a 7,
Okay.
maybe 7.5.
With that you rolled a 14 on the dice.
Yeah.
Give me. Are you proficient in deception?
No,
Okay.
I don't think.
I will let you add your intelligence to this roll, because you know this creature. You've dealt with this creature before, and creatures like it. And I'm about to roll an insight against that. I believe that brings your total to a 19, correct?
No, I have a -1. Or deception, excuse me.
Intelligence.
I rolled a 15. I was thinking it was wisdom for some reason, and I -1, so it'd be a dirty 20 total if I'd added +5 to it.
Okay. She looks over you, sort of licks her lips, and you see it just a cruel smile crawl over her mouth. No deal. Is that going to be it for you today? I am quite busy. Unless, of course, there's something else that you have to offer me.
I don't have anything to offer you at this moment.
Oh, I can think of some things.
I'm sure you could.
She grabs the staff.
She's just gonna try and steal it?
No, she just holds on to
Oh,
it.
okay.
Well, I mean, you don't know what she's going to do with it, but she does grab the staff.
Sure.
Takes it for a moment. You saw what Kaushik did with it as soon as she grabbed it.
Mhm.
Calliope grabs it, and there is no effect.
Right.
Sort of eyes flash, and as she looks up and down, this thing throws it back into the grasp of your mage hand.
All right.
I do this for you.
Mm-hmm.
I get the staff. And you serve your sins starting immediately. Today. I will give you until dusk to settle whatever affairs that you may.
Well, you see, the reason that they need the staff is because Ontario Plain's going to have a bit of a kerfuffle with Zoriat running it over, and that's going to be happening in a little less than a year. So how about till after the world's saved? Then I can technically fulfill being a champion. Save the world, you're a champion forever. Deal will be done.
1 year.
All right.
She steps forward and she holds her hand out in a way that would be for you to grab and kiss her ring to seal the deal.
Sighs, kind of strokes his beard, leans in and gives it a smooch.
Okay.
All right. So,
So,
pop the soul out, please.
high or low, Artian? Or Decod?
All right.
Both?
Decod, hi.
Decotium.
Decotium.
Decartium.
Get the fusion spells back.
Arcad.
I swear to God, I can't make this shit up. I'm gonna have to re-roll. I rolled a 50% exactly.
Hell yeah.
Fuck the Fae, man.
No, five and up is high, man. Basic math.
You always round up.
Yeah, you always round up. Basic math. Are you going to deny everything you were taught in school?
Every day.
That's fair. That's a good point. Every day.
Certainly. I cannot do it here, though. She takes the staff once more. It'll be done within the hour. She disappears into leaves. And it is now freezing cold up here.
I will give a thumbs up back to the airship and then wave them over and pull close it a little bit tighter.
I'm going to close the telescope. Take us in.
Lighting. Nilbo starts steering the ship that way. Takes you a little bit of time, Nilbo having to like get close enough to where Decod can either fly to the ship or teleport aboard. But either way, Nilbo slowly gets there. In that time, though, Crowley, Azur does come up to you, putting a stone away in his pocket. Looks like a sending stone from what you can tell. He says, Crowley, can I speak to you, please?
Certainly. What do you require? Still looking through the scope.
It may require some of your attention. I've noticed that you can disappear and reappear in some other locations. I'm wondering if you can do that for other people and the distance on that.
I'm going to close it and look over to him. I can do it for others. Anywhere within this plane, I believe. Usually places I'm familiar with, of course.
Right. The tree in the crawling swamp. Could you send me there?
I could. I take it you're leaving us for a time.
I have urgent business to get to. I have every intention of catching up with you. You do owe me a favor. Gives you a slight like smirk.
You don't want me owing you favors.
Oh,
All
no,
the
not you
same.
personally, the Shining Vanguard.
Oh, well. You don't want them owing you favors. Look at look at what happened to Milo and Artyom. No, I'm just kidding. Let's go and get this done with.
Okay.
Actually, we'll use the bean.
Okay.
The bean, the teleportation
The battle bean, the teleportation bean. It is a bean of many talents.
No,
That's
I'm
all
using
saying.
That's Crowley's trick. Next time he's challenged, he's going to teleport you away. I win. I'm just kidding. We know that won't work. But yeah, he'll go over there and he'll begin. Senator, do you have anything from the tree? A keepsake from the area at all? I mean, I can send you either way. It just might make things easier.
I don't, unfortunately.
All right, we're doing it. It's a dry run then. All right, yeah. Well, then I would like to begin casting teleport on our good friend here.
Okay. You see the spell? Give me that percentage roll, please, sir. I would say that you are quite familiar with the place. You've slept in this place before, so you can say very familiar.
Okay. So I do need to roll a d100.
Correct.
So it's the first time I've ever used this entire thing. All right, here we go.
Roll above a 25. Should be good.
44.
Okay. All right. Do you want to, this is the first time you're casting this, do you want to give us a description on what it looks like?
All right. Crowley's going to basically walk around in a circle, and as he does so, figures begin to pop out from behind him. Little green, almost like will-o'-the-wisp, little spiritual figures as they begin to lay down and create a circle around him. The circle then intensifies and they form as one, and light begins to glow around our good friend Nazir, and he's going to turn around and nod to the man. Best of luck. You know where we'll be. And then he'll snap his fingers and a loud pitched wail will cry out and he's gone. I'll say it is a bigger skeletal hand reaches up and pulls him down.
Oh God!
I'm just imagining Azur on the other side going, I have no fucking clue where they'll be. They go all over fucking Corvair.
There's a lot of druids over there. They can figure it out.
All right.
They'll triangulate.
It's better than just being like, oh yeah, really important.
Before you go. Okay.
Yeah.
Nilbo brings the airship up to the mountain, picks you up to Cod. She says she'll have it done within the hour. And you know she will have it done within the hour.
All right. It's done then. Artifacts taken care of, and your friend's soul will be free within the hour. So.
Did I ring the dinner bell? Dinner bell for everyone to show up and hear this.
I assume everybody would be on board waiting to hear this information.
Yeah,
Since
just making sure. I want to
most
cover.
people voted against it.
Yeah, just make sure.
Yeah, Ayers and Bill definitely are.
It's being taken care of. How do you mean? With
I
the
have no
staff.
clue. I don't know.
That's
I
not.
don't ask too many questions.
More questions.
But you trust this person to handle it.
If it's a deal, it's a deal. If they make bad on it, it would look very, very terrible for them.
Okay.
So an hour.
Go ahead.
So an hour, and it's done.
Right. If they said it, you can bet on it.
Crowley's just gonna pull out a little time glass and just right there. Give or take a few ticks of sand.
Ayers looks over
Okay.
at you, Kaushik, and says, do we try within the hour? Or in an hour?
Kaushik is taking a look at her money her diamond situation, rummaging through the bag.
Well, you had that one freebie.
R.I.P. to the freebie.
You're not wrong.
I have diamonds if you need them, Kaushik.
I think Artyom has a 300 gold diamond on his body.
Wait, what freebie are you talking about? Because if you're talking
The
about
one
a
that
different thing,
Hedril
then
gave you.
oh, then we're talking about a different freebie because I was thinking
okay.
about something else. Spins little necklace. My guys, my work here's done. Yes, absolutely, we can try.
Do you have the required materials, Kaushik?
Sorry, let me make sure I have everything I need. I think it's just the diamonds, right?
So I only ask because I don't think we've had a chance to really resupply after that last battle.
Oh, I need to rest. actually.
You've already rested.
Oh, we had a long rest?
I think
Oh.
you've had 2.
I hope you had a long rest.
Oh, okay then. I'm so sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. I wasn't expecting to be called on so quickly.
I'm just gonna call on Koshik start of every game.
It
from
should
now
just
on.
be the diamond worth 1,000 gold, which you said you have the diamonds if I need them, and I have diamonds somewhere in here. Let me find my diamonds.
I thought we had diamonds worth the 300. Or am I going crazy?
I'm looking. I have 600 worth of diamonds, so I need 400 more gold worth of diamonds.
Well,
For
I have
what?
300 and 300.
Wonderful.
I'll just put it on the IOU, Koshik.
Perfect. So within the hour then.
Yeah, Carl is just going to sit on the side of the ship and look at his instrument while watching the timer carefully. So that's like, how many versions of Freebird?
Jesus. 2.
If you do the extended version, then you could play it probably twice.
Should we bring him up from his room?
Wait, shouldn't it only cost 500 gold?
Well, can I?
It's been less than 10 days.
Oh, has it?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I can still do the. For some reason, I was thinking I had to use resurrection and not.
Should be raised dead.
Oh,
You should
okay.
be able to
Perfect.
do it.
Okay, that's even better.
I was like,
I
oh
just want-
shit.
I just want to see someone cast Reincarnate. Give me those gems.
Reincarnate,
Oh
good.
no.
You can in fact have your money back, I believe. Wait, 300 to be revivify.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's a minute. After
That's a
death.
minute, yeah.
Yeah,
So what's
3,
the other?
3, 5, 1,000.
5? It's 5 for
Yeah, 500 for raised
Hundo.
dead.
he's dead? Okay.
500.
Yeah, so you don't need the 600 I gave you. So
Correct, yeah, you can have yours back. I've got mine.
catch. Oh, I dropped one.
Oh no, oh god. Okay, yes. So we're still Gucci. Thank you guys for pointing that out. Appreciate that.
Okay.
We're even more Gucci than we were before.
Harris does ask you, Koshik, should we bring him up from his room? And should
Where are we
bring-
right now?
You guys are on the deck of the ship. Artyom is in his room.
Oh, I can do it in his room. I think that might be better because he's going to be exhausted. So it's best to already have him in a place where he can rest.
Gives you a nod, excuses himself, and heads downstairs. Is there anything anybody is gonna do in this hour other than prepare?
Probably after a few minutes, Dakar would be like,
Hey, where'd that blue guy go?
I sent him off back to. Well, he had some business to take care of, so I teleported him away.
You get paid first?
Business was pressing.
All right.
We'll hold it in storage. That's why we have a treasurer. Shifty gaze inside mask.
All right. Well, if you guys don't mind, if I can, I guess I'll hang out with you guys and get super drunk off of this unending flagon you got over here, or a keg, and just hitch a ride to the capital where they can sing our praises.
That sounds good.
Okay, so Dakar and Gorham are drinking. Crowley, Otto, almost said Milo. Crowley, Otto, Koshik, anything you three are doing?
Freebird.
Freebird.
free bird.
I would like.
Go ahead.
I would like to address the. I would like to address specific people in the party. Is Gandalf here?
Anduin is not here, so
Fuck you, Gandalf. God damn it.
There would be a lot more angry Russian going on right now if Gandalf was here.
I think I'm gonna make this.
Just message him. You got full fucking spells.
Oh, you're right. I'm gonna address before I message Candleman. I am gonna address Erish.
Erish, you find down in RTM's room, he is lighting candles around in the room and preparing the space.
Perfect. I see you're already getting prepared. That's wonderful. I was wondering if you would mind helping with the returning of Artyom Soul to his body. Usually when I cast this spell or one similar, it helps to have people that can help push along a message with me to kind of convince, I suppose.
Yes.
Oh, all right. Perfect. Wonderful. Thank you so much. I'm going to try to get in touch with Gandalf, and I think it would help to have one or two other people. Who do you think would be best for it?
I don't know. You make that call.
I was considering, this might sound silly, but I was considering Bill. What do you think about that? I feel like there's no better person.
Erish kind of reaches over you and closes the door behind you. Is it guaranteed to work?
Out of character. Is it guaranteed to work?
No.
No. Okay, perfect. That's what I thought. It's never guaranteed with these kinds of things. I'm just trying to give it the best chance it's got, you know?
Kind of mulls it over and considers it for a moment. Bill is smart. But I believe he's probably not as prepared for loss as the rest of us.
That's fair. I didn't even take that into consideration.
I wouldn't want to give him hope just to take it away.
Right. Okay. Gandalf, and then I'll ask the rest of the party if anybody thinks that they are up for it. Thank you, Ash. And I'll see you in a bit. And then I'm going to head back up. And while I'm headed up, I'm going to message Gandalf.
While you, real quick, DM, how long has it been since Gandalf was absent from the party?
So we are on. You guys have went through a long, 2 long rests. So this is the beginning of the beginning of the 3rd day.
Day 3.
Technically, okay. Yes.
Okay, so I dipped from the airship at the end of day 2, correct? Or sometime during day 2.
Well, really, like day 1. Day 2, if you're considering the night of the event, day 0.
If we're considering the night of the event, day 0. Okay. So I've been gone for a little over 24 hours.
Right, because you guys were fighting all night and into the morning, and that morning is when you would have fallen asleep in front of the painting with Erish, like you and Erish sitting there. And so you would have fallen asleep then and left after you woke back up.
On day 1 and been gone. Okay.
Yeah. So almost 48 hours.
Almost 48. Okay.
And so I'm going to say, got 25, that should be plenty. I'm attempting to restore Artyom within the hour. You would be potentially integral in its success. Please return. Oh, is that it? To the ship. As soon as possible. Perfect. Ding. Sent it.
Okay.
You've got mail.
Gandalf has questions that cannot be answered, cannot be asked in 25 words or less.
Well, he better get his ass back to the ship then.
How much confusion, just the sense of confusion, can you just Send across 25 words.
Get it in
Question
one
mark,
word.
question mark, question mark, question mark.
Yeah, that is 25 question marks. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Yeah, Gandalf will respond. Jesus. Of course. Where will the airship be?
Where's the airship? Where are we?
y'all aren't over Aetur right now. Y'all are like
We're probably within sight of Aetur. We
Yeah.
just went to the mountain like right next to it.
And Nilbo would take you guys back to the city as soon as he picked up the cod.
We'll be heading back to Aetur. Another spell, sorry. We'll be heading back to Aetur soon. We can meet you on the outskirts of town. Beep beep. Send.
You pooping?
You pooping?
Back to Aetur. Okay. I will meet you there.
Okay.
I'm not gonna respond. I'm not wasting another spell slot to say perfect.
All right.
And so I will then pass that information on to Nelbo and call everybody together, I suppose. Crowley, Gorham, Dakot, I guess. You know, it couldn't hurt. The more people you have helping.
You got 3. You can choose 3.
Okay, perfect. So I've got Erish. Then I guess it would just be Gandalf and then I'm gonna say Gorham. And I'm gonna, I guess, go to Gorham then. And I'm gonna let him know the situation. So where's Gorham at? What's he doing? Is he in his room or?
He's drinking with the cod at the table.
Yeah. So Kaushik is gonna walk up to the table and she is going to put her hands down on the table and lean down to Gorham. What happened?
Are you good?
Oh my god!
So the chat knows what I'm looking at. So our music is called Soundtail, and that's what we use in our music. You'll see that over in the right thing. Shout out to Soundtail. And so I share a code with my players here, except for when I forget to do so.
And the players, and one player in particular has been asking since before the session started.
I'm appreciating the current Cody Soundtail art.
So
This man's in the struggle bus the whole session.
And this is what he sent. Stream, there you go. Enjoy that.
Bringing it up, hell yeah. The May.
So
are you gonna start sharing all of the memes we post?
Oh, I sure hope not.
No,
I
I've not been sharing all of them.
We can just have a meme section that just pops up, and
there's a meme section in the Discord. So if everybody,
that's a good point.
And join the Discord. Exclamation point Discord.
Yep.
He's right.
Somebody.
I got it. Hold on.
I think that is the best derailing I've ever had with just
Man.
Yeah. Just for good measure. Exclamation point charity. In
Coffee in the nasal cavities is a good way to wake up. All right. So sorry, guys.
So good.
Go ahead.
I don't know if I can at this point. Kaushik is just going to put her hands onto the table, not like forcefully, not like slam her hands, but like to get Gorham's attention specifically because she's going to be in front of him, and then lean down to him. And she's going to say, I'm going to need your help in bringing Artyom back. All right?
You got it.
Perfect. How long? Probably about 45, half an hour at this point, after all the gathering of folk. Jones?
How long at this point? I mean, you guys can have as much time as you need. It's like she said it would be done within the hour, so
Gotcha.
you guys have, that time.
It'll be within the hour, so just whenever you're ready, whenever you're done having your drinks. We're going to be meeting Gandolin on the edge of Atir, on the edge of town, and then we'll be going into Artyom's room.
I'll be there.
Eric's just setting up for us. Just make sure you know what you want to say. You've done this before. We've gone through this. We've got to make this one count, okay? We have to make sure. Perfect. And then
Gotcha.
And Kashik is going to sit down, just grab herself a drink too.
Okay. Nilbo sweeps to a very visible part of the city, Ganwin. You emerge from somewhere within Atur and very easily find the Stormbringer hovering in the sky. It is not a hard thing to see, so you can make your way there fairly easily.
I can't jump that high, boss.
Nilbo will be close to the ground.
Or we got like
I don't got ups like that, bro.
Well, actually, Nilbo would not be close to the ground.
Little canoe thing.
He will. The airship will just be hovering above. You will stand there, and then you will be beamed up.
Like Star Trek.
You guys got a crew and cargo teleportation circle in the ship itself.
That's right. Yeah, I've forgotten about that.
It is installed and activated.
We've been away from the airship for so long.
Correct.
We don't even remember what all it can do.
Forgot we were cool, damn it.
Yeah, we have like a badass spaceship. Like,
Hell yeah.
okay.
Never leaving this bitch again.
Kendall once being beamed up, Nilbo. Beam me up, Nilbo. Kamen is immediately gonna go off in search of Kashik.
I assume you'd find at the table having a drink.
Kendall's gonna come walking up just immediately. What changed way will you think it'll work now? And looking at him, he is haggard. Like dark circles under his eyes, looks even paler than normal, probably a little gaunt.
Kashik is noticing that, gonna kind of like not side-eye Gandolin, but Jesus Christ, but like eyebrow raise at him and offer him her drink while she's explaining to him. Decod, apparently he managed somehow to within the hour free his soul from the scythe, so it's the best chance we've got.
Just look over at Decod, like not drinking any of the drink. What?
Right, yeah, I managed to work out a deal to get him out of the staff. His soul, at least.
With who?
Contact of mine.
Okay, who?
It's probably better you don't know it. A powerful entity.
Okay. Where's Steph? Where's this entity?
They're probably somewhere back in their domain, and the trade was the staff for the soul.
What?
And when you were made aware that was being put to a vote via message, I will say that.
I didn't know that it was being put to a vote for the staff to be traded.
Right.
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't know that either.
Yeah,
I still voted no.
He was not clear.
So, Who did you give it to?
I gave it to the Spring Queen.
Does that name mean anything to any of us?
You can roll me a. Let's make it a history check.
A history check.
Is it okay if I roll as well?
You know, funny enough, I have advantage on those now in regards to Faye. So.
Then you will have advantage on this roll.
17.
Mine's
That negative one still's a bitch.
Mine's not bad. For a +0, I got 15. That's not bad.
15, it's not bad.
I don't know as much as Gandalin, if anything, but it's not bad.
I see you guys probably know about the same, and that's
Wait, Gorm, you rolled 2. You're sitting here. Roll for us. What if you know something cool?
Okay.
Ancestors.
The ancestors tell me about this. The +1.
Shake the rock. Hold it.
I give it to Jeremiah.
Oh, shit, that's right. Yeah.
16.
16.
15 + 1.
Okay. So you would all know about the same thing in the sense that you would have heard tales of the plane of the Fae and the courts of the Fae. You would know that there are major queens and minor queens. The Spring Queen would be a minor queen of the Fae. A very powerful entity next to, like, a demigod close to a god sort of status as far as power levels go.
Anything about the benevolence or malevolence or anything along those lines of such an entity?
Not with a 17 of as far as that goes. I will say generally Fae are considered unreliable at best sometimes.
Awesome.
With that.
Good. Okay. You gave you gave it to a fucking Fae?
That's right.
Are we all there?
You are where you want to be. Put yourself there.
That seems unwise.
Are you fucking stupid?
Nope, it's the best place for it to be.
How? Tell me, please. Explain.
What type of mortal's gonna bring her back when a Fae's got it? She's not gonna lose it.
And yes, you think that it is safe in the hands of a Fae, that she will never do ill with this incredibly powerful, evil, magical object.
Maybe, but it's not within her best interest to bring them back around this fall.
Okay, surely. But that doesn't mean she can't do something else with it that is just as terrible or worse.
Sure.
I just turn around, and all of you let this happen.
To be fair, I don't think any of us knew that the staff was going to be in exchange.
This was not even discussed. Why is he here?
Again, when he's giving us the only chance that we have to get Artyom back.
We figured out
this is the only option.
there was another way. You had to take the staff and toss it into the silver flame, but it would have weakened it.
And that seemed worse somehow.
Well, if the world's going to come to an end because of Zoriat coming through, I feel like you're probably going to need it, son.
We are aware there was more than one fucking option. There might have been a third, but we jumped straight to handing this off to some fucking Fae. After all we did, after so many people fucking died to get it away from Yidril, he just handed it away?
Gandalin, we've all had a very hard time recently, and maybe we didn't think it through. But where have you been? Where were you when all these decisions were being made? Why weren't you here to help us decide?
I wasn't really given much of an option, was I? I got one message and then you fucked off, apparently. I got, do you want the card to take, do you think the card should take this away? And then I heard nothing else. You must have left pretty fucking quick if it's been done already.
Almost immediately after the decision was made, yes. And if you have someone to blame myself. I voted in favor of it as well. To bring Artyom back. To make
I did as well.
To make the Shining Vanguard as whole as we could. No. It was a decision made as a whole, and it was a close vote. Yours was included.
To bring Artyom back.
Yes. May there hope nothing bad ever comes of this. He's gonna walk out.
He's upset. We all are.
Yeah, I feel like maybe I'm probably not the person to talk to him, though.
Probably not.
I tried. We see how far that got me, so. Go on. Erish. Neither of you want to talk to him? Crowley? I don't know if Crowley's here. Crowley, if you're here.
Crowley's here. Okay. I'll go and talk with him.
Thank you.
I'm going to finish setting up the room. If Ganwin still wishes to partake in the ritual, please tell him to join us soon.
10 minutes.
Thank you.
Crowley's going to step outside.
I'll go for it.
Where do I find old Gandalwin?
Gandalwin probably went up to the top deck, like into the garden somewhere.
Crowley will approach, and he'll be quiet. He won't say anything, but he's not trying to be stealthy. You'll know he's there. Cape billowing. You're unsatisfied with the result. I'm inclined to agree with you. It's not for the best. Tell me. Speak freely, Gandalwin.
What the fuck do you want me to say?
Everything.
If this Spring Queen ever gets a hair, she ever decides maybe she wants a little more power or something along those lines, or she decides she doesn't like a deal, or she wants to make sure a deal gets made. She can kill far more people than Yggdrasil ever could have.
I agree wholeheartedly. And I know it does little to make the situation better, but the agreement was only for him to barter and see the possibility.
And yet, here on the ship, he still remains.
Indeed. He came back and let us know that he bartered it away. Now we only wait to see if the barter was successful, Gandalwin.
So we don't even know.
We don't. Except for looks to the left to the little sand dial he's got left going out.
Got about 10 minutes left.
10 minutes. I know it's a lot for one soul, Gandalwin. And I know that because of this, many more may die. It's not a sacrifice I would have made.
You think our team would want that?
I do not. You know me. I would give away much for the many.
Shit.
One problem at a time, Gandalwin. We know where it is. We don't have to like where it is. With the Spring Queen.
Where is that, Crowley?
There are magics to find such things. There are universities. If we survive the apocalypse a year from now, then we can worry about the next one and deal with it. Do I like it? No, I hate it. To be frank with you, I'm dumbfounded. But let's start one step at a time. I know you almost gave your life to get this thing. Let's see if we can. It's not the point. But let's see if you can get your friend back. Our friend back. If you're willing to do the ritual,
Of course it will.
then please. I'm going
Throw
to...
away the opportunity when we paid such a hefty price already.
Believe me, I agree. But I caved in to democracy.
Yeah.
I'm going to place my hand gently on Gandalf's shoulder and give him inspiration. I wish you luck in bringing back our friend. Good luck.
Thank you.
The spirit's not going, this. You can do this, you can win. It's going, this sucks. This really, really sucks. This is terrible.
Yeah, again, we'll just stay up there until somebody comes to tell him it's time to do the ritual.
Crowley will stay as well, just, in the silence and just watch.
As Koshik prepares the ritual, Eris will come up and just look at you both plainly and say, "It's time." Step back down.
Before all of that happened, I just been waiting for a moment
Yeah.
to pop in. Otto was going to find whoever was Koshik the only one that was in the room with Artyom?
For a moment there, yeah.
He was going to go down into the room where Artyom is and ask whether it's Erish as well or just Koshik, but whoever's in the room. Do you think it would be appropriate to bring him one of his plants? To my knowledge, he was very fond of them. He says with a robotic head cold.
Oh, I don't see how that would hurt.
Excellent. And he will go up to one of the rows of plants on the deck and find one that looks pretty to bring it down.
Lovely. Pretty little plant.
Gandalf, we're just gonna look at fucking this robot. Not before.
Oh no.
Yeah, because Gandalf and Otto have not met. So as soon as Otto saw him, Uncle Gandalf, it is excellent to meet you. And he will walk up and give him a hug.
You can't
Try. Give him a hug.
Crowley, what the fuck?
This happened while you were away.
A lot happened while I was away, apparently.
Kosha could perhaps explain it better. She was there when it started. One of Milo's final pieces of his masterpiece, you might say.
And what does Otto look like right now?
He looks like a scrubbed of all color version of Milo's armor.
So it just looks like Milo's armor walking around.
Yes.
That's extra freaky.
With a weird multi-pillared device on its back.
Okay.
It's Milo's son.
God, Jesus. Go rare, Jesus. Oh.
My father thought very highly of you, and he will go to give you a hug again. What's your strength score?
12.
16. You're getting a hug.
No, that's a grapple check, son. Don't you play that game.
Shit, that's only 14 on the acrobatics. Like, God! Yeah.
You're killing Otto.
That's a 19.
Fuck.
I just imagine just trying to kick away constantly. Get off me! Get off!
Yeah, just fucking get the fuck off of me.
We can talk more later. I'm taking a plant for Uncle Artyom, and he will proceed on his way to get one of the plants.
Okay.
Add befuddlement to the list of Gandalf's current emotions.
Perfect. Mission accomplished. find the most colorful plant and take it down there for him.
Sure. All right.
Exactly.
So, you guys know how this works. Kashik, Ganwin, Gorham, and Erish find themselves at RTM's bedside. The rest of you finding somewhere outside. This is a little bit of a cramped situation. The rooms aren't massive, but you surround him. Kashik, you begin the casting of the of Raise Dead. Diamonds, as they usually do, shatter across our team's chest. Who's going first?
This one is going to be a little bit different because it is a more, I wouldn't say intricate spell, but like a higher level, like a higher effort spell. Kashik will be going last because she immediately when casting the spell falls to her knees and her eyes go white, wide open, and she is just laying there with, or not laying there, sitting there with magic swirling from her hands, which are outstretched to her side, going from her hands to Artyom's body. And she's essentially going to be like a vessel to carry their messages. And she will be, she'll say her own once she's in there talking to Artyom if
Sure.
it gets to that point. So.
Yeah. So I'll say y'all know this, and the mechanics of this is that there are 3 checks allowed, and those checks, if successful, lower the DC. The base DC is 10. Artyom has been resurrected before. His DC is now 11 because of such. Each of your checks will reduce the DC by 3 if they are successful, meaning you can get down to a DC of 2 that can reduce the check by 2, meaning his DC would be able to get down to 9, 7, 5. So 5 and above, the resurrection would be successful. Kashik, if you did have, or if you want someone, or if you want Erish to not count, but mechanically 3 will be
3
making
total.
a check. Yes,
Oh, I thought
mechanically.
it was me plus 3.
Mechanically, 3 people will be making the check. If you want, if there can be other things said, they will not be considered when it comes to the mechanics of it, though.
No, it's fine. You know, Kashik actually can just move as a vessel in this spell.
Okay.
Now, let the 3 of y'all.
I'll say this. You can still speak to Artyom because it is still up to the spirit at the end of the day whether or not they want to return.
Right. But
So
no check.
you may not be mechanically affecting it, but you could be convincing Artyom to come back.
Perfect. Okay.
So, Kashik casts the spell. Who's going first?
I guess I'll go ahead and go first. And as Kashik is doing the beginnings of the working spell, like beginning the ritual, Gandalin is going to just kind of, while she's doing her thing, he's going to take off his jacket and on the floor and slowly undo.
I was just going to say, I forgot to mention, you have to yell into her mouth like a megaphone.
That's weird.
I'm joking. Don't do that.
Open up.
Hello in there.
What's weird is that it echoes.
Oh God.
That brain empty.
Yeah.
Okay, serious, guys.
But
Very serious.
take off his jacket, lay it on the floor, slowly undo the hand wraps on both of his hands, put them on top of the jacket, and as it kind of becomes time for us to start doing our thing, step up to the body, and he's going to roll up. He's going to shove the sleeves up on both of his arms, like up to the elbow, revealing fresh cuts going all the way up from his the below his elbow all the way up to like on the backs of his hands and on his palms, all of them like Karnathi runes, relatively fresh, probably in the 48 hours or so. He's gonna come up. He's just gonna kind of place both his hands on Artyom's chest. Sure, you know that we beat Jidra already, but before we were following him, the threat of Zoriad was brought to our attention, and we went over there for a while. You know they're coming, and if they come and they win, there will be none of the planes. There will be no more of Bill's kind. There'll be no more of any of the animals. No more of the nature trails. No more of the plants that you loved and fostered here on the airship, where they probably are never meant to grow. Everything natural will be overcome and replaced with the unnatural. And I really don't think that's something you want. Plus, I think you said that this was kind of why you were here in the first place, so kind of seems like you should be here for the big shebang. So come help us keep things the way they're supposed to be. And DM, I would like you survival for that. For, kind of spouting out nature-y stuff that our team had taught me in the process of gaining that proficiency.
Go for it.
And I will use my bardic inspiration. I'm gonna need it. Shit. That comes out 12, 15 total.
15. Okay. Gorham, do you want to go next?
Yeah. So Gorum will step up and put one hand on Artyom's shoulder. My friend, my dear friend, we need you. You're always a guiding force in the party, pushing us towards something. One direction at least. Whatever that may be. But we need that now more than ever. And a voice of reason. And Bill needs you. He won't even drink, Artyom. It's not kind of frightening. And to be honest with you, I'm just too stubborn to let Idril take another life. Another one of my friends. So I need you to come back. And we all need you. And I would like to roll a persuasion.
Go for it.
That's a 16.
16.
Add smite to it.
I'm rolling fourth level.
Fourth level smite.
You blow off RTM's arm.
Kasha can cast regenerate, it's fine. Give him a new one.
Okay. Parrish will sort of maneuver himself to where he is holding Artyom. He'll sit on the bed and place Artyom's head sort of and cradle his head in his lap. And sort of brush his hair out of his face, or any that's there, over and over. Not being able to do this, says, Artyom, can you hear me? I need you to hear me. Please. You showed me who you were. who you are. Through all the bravado and the gruff demeanor, you invited me to sit and drink with you as a friend. You're kind. You watched me fail an obnoxious amount of times in morning meditations. You're patient. Come back to us. The world needs you. The Shining Vanguard needs you. I need you. You're loved here. Come back. Okay. Koshik, the spell goes off. Do we see the familiar woods and cabin?
I don't know, DM. Do you see the familiar?
This is I have said it, and so has a deity of death. This is part of a realm of your creation. So tell me what it looks like.
Yeah. You always go to the same place, a nice, warm, little comforting cabin in the scary, big, dark woods. The light in the distance that, presumably, with 3 beautiful, iridescent, swirling orbs of glittering light around her, Koshik starts making her way towards at full speed.
Make her way to the door.
Artyom? Artyom? Are you there?
I'm going to aim my camera at my dice tray.
Why?
Because you'll all see what I roll.
Can you use the one that doesn't look like a coffin?
It's
Sure.
only fitting.
That doesn't bode well. I'm kidding. Use the coffin.
No, I have
Big
another one.
fans.
I have 3 actually. I'll use the one that says hard knock dice for now.
Roll into all 3 of them, and whichever one's the higher roll, you can use that one.
Triple advantage or double advantage.
He says, yeah. Oh, it's beautiful.
You have a choice of 2 d20s. You have purple and gold or purple and white.
I'm gonna let Gandalf decide.
Purple and gold, baby.
Gold.
Hey, shiny metals.
And purple. That's a bunch of stuff that means rich. We like that.
5 or higher.
Rich in souls, hopefully.
5 or higher, and RTM answers the door.
Okay.
1 through
If he does-
4.
If he doesn't, I'm gonna knock again.
A 1 through 4.
Until he answers.
The spirit was not able to make it back.
Okay, that's higher. That's nice.
RTM answers the door.
Oh, the way I just fucking burst through that door and grip him. Grapple check. Hold on. Can I grapple a spirit? I'm a spirit too at this point. This is my spirit and his spirit. Grapple check. I rolled an 11. I don't know if I actually get a grapple check. Just let me hug him. I'm sure he'd be fine with it.
I would say whenever you open the door, Artyom is standing in the doorway like, well, it took you long enough.
I'm so sorry. Jesus Christ, Artyom. It's so good to see you again.
What does this mean, Emma Beck?
N- no, not quite. I'm here with you, but there's still a process. You've been through this before.
You know, I get a lot of memories back at the same time. It's a little bit of a blur.
That's fair. And then I'm just gonna start, I guess, releasing the orbs, right? Just to let him hear his little messages.
Yeah. So I mean, these iridescent orbs start floating around the art team. You just hear the pleas of your friends calling you back. You hear Gandwin, Erish, and Gorham's voice calling you back. But it is a matter of will, stepping across the threshold of this place and returning. So it is always a matter of whether or not Artyom wants to return. You know the journey, you've taken it before.
Yeah, we're going through. Pushing Kashik out the way. Let's go.
Damn, he's leaving me behind.
Move! I
had a whole speech prepared for you, but goddamn, he's ready to go. That's fine by me. Let's get out of here. I'm gonna hop on his back like a backpack.
What? I am not the quetzal.
Yeah.
Is this something that either of us need to roll anything for, Jonesy, or is it just done?
It is done, I will say, though, as Artyom strides out of the door going through and the door of the cabin begins to close behind you. You do hear a quiet voice from within the cabin itself, and you just hear, "I'm always there." And the door shuts. And you guys are back into the Stormbringer. Artyom, you have Ganwin, Gorham, and Kashik in front of you. Erish is currently holding your head in his lap, just sort of looking at you. And as soon as you come to, you begin to asphyxiate as Erish presses his entire chest over your face and holding you to him. What's your con?
Plus
What?
1.
He's gonna die again. No.
12 rounds.
In 12 rounds. I got 5 levels of exhaustion, so just
Correct.
pat.
I know this is gonna shock everyone, but Uncle Artyom, it is so excellent to meet you, and he will get a hug.
Crunch.
Alright, okay.
Welcome back.
Thank you for getting me back. We got Yidril.
Oh yeah.
Good.
Kashik is going to have one response before she falls to the ground, convulsing, with blood running out of her face, and that response is,
Oh shit.
Gorham cut that bastard's head off. And then...
And Kashik!
Yes.
He will turn around
Let her
and
just
immediately.
Y'all should know by well not to worry about me.
Oh, she does that all the time. It's
Flop
fine.
sometimes. It's alright.
She doesn't need
Otto
her
is like
cells.
a day old. He's gonna be concerned, alright?
I'll only convulse a little bit, and then I'll start rolling for when I wake up, so it's okay.
Right. Kent, if you would like to change your background.
Oh, I'm literally already doing it. It's just taking a long time to load for some reason.
Wait, what's happened to Cod?
He disappears.
Who
Heard what I was
cares?
saying, we're gonna execute him.
Apparently
Against the
Gator
shining
was
vanguard. I want that arm.
Jesus Christ.
You don't. You really don't.
You know what that green,
As
that
a
green fingers.
mantelpiece decoration.
Yeah, Artyom's going to look around the room and just say, "This is my room." Why? Then promptly pass out.
Those that are around this area will begin to hear loud slams and crunching and breaking
God damn it.
on the top deck down the stairs.
Everybody
As
clear out so
Bill
Bill can get in.
hurdles down the stairs, stampeding into the area. He full on at RTM's door does the dog thing where they're going too fast to stop in that area. Both legs, and he slides.
Scooby-Doo!
Gliding into the table below, standing back up. What the hell? I heard him.
Yeah, he's in here. He fell back asleep. Wait a second.
Hey!
Yeah.
Bill uses his head to collide into your chest, RTM. I don't know if that wakes you or not, but he
Sure,
full
I'll
on
give-
like just slams his head into you.
I'll give myself a con check. 15. Sure, I'll say I wake up. Hey, Bill, did you drink everything without me?
No, you asshole.
Okay. Would you bring me a drink?
Duh. Bill goes to making a mess in the dining area, trying to pour some drinks.
Oh, God.
Let me go help him out.
No, you can stay right here. You're good.
Okay. He does just that.
Get
So-
some rest, buddy.
All right, Shining Vanguard. This is where we will kind of do a. If there is anything else that you wish to do here in Acher, speak now or forever hold your peace, because the next thing we're going to be doing is landing in Korth, like a day and a half from now.
I need to borrow some money from the party funds.
I need some money.
I do. Assuming I can get it easily, I need 45 gold to go buy a set of studded leather armor.
I have some for you if you need it.
But I have no money.
Yeah, this, I'm begging from. I'm just. You know what? I'm not even gonna ask. I'm gonna go like after Walkash patch. I'm gonna go plunk her into her room. I was gonna take 45 gold out of the back all day.
I've got
That's
it.
my gold.
I've got
Oh.
studded leather armor. Take it. Take it
you
away.
do? Oh, okay.
Take it
Like,
from me.
It's like this super gaudy bardic studded
No,
leather
like
armor.
I've had it since
Feathers.
like level 3,
Yeah,
and it's
feathers.
just been hanging in the closet from place to place.
Well, I think you replaced it with the glamour studded armor.
I
right?
did, but I
In
never sold
Sharn.
it. Yeah, but I never sold it.
Right.
We
right.
never gave money for it, so
Yeah.
I'm just
Oh.
holding on to this nonsense.
I will happily take your studded leather armor.
Gandalf walking around in the motley.
No.
No, it's not changed at all. It's standard. I did nothing to embellish it. But here you go.
What?
Huh?
Studded leather armor.
Sick.
There you go.
Nasty.
Does Arkham react at all to the plant that Milo Jr. brought in?
What plant did he
MJ?
bring in?
The prettiest
the most
one.
colorful one. Yep. I don't know what your full list of plants was, but whichever one was the most colorful / aesthetically pleasing.
Cool.
Obviously, the one from Crowley's The Morning Land.
Yeah, there you go.
He subconsciously picked the one from Milo's mom's house.
Yeah, you know what? I'd bow to that.
There are like flowers from Audrey's garden.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Make me
You
sad
remember?
real quick. God damn.
That's not sad. That's happy.
She
He's better.
also had some succulents that we had in little pots.
Yeah.
My azaleas.
But no, aside from needing to acquire some stud leather.
Yep.
The only other thing I would want to do is I'd want to go make sure that all the folks that stuck behind to man Nighthold are going to be attending the feast in Korth.
So basically Yana and her crew.
Yeah, Yana and her crew. I'd want to make sure, like, checking on them, congratulate her on soon becoming a bigwig.
Right.
Like, you know, I've heard that you're not gonna be like us normal folks anymore. You're gonna be up there with those guys making decisions. That kind of thing.
You'll find out that Yana will be attending herself. She is
Sick.
leaving actually very shortly to hop on a lightning rail over to there. The people within here are making their own decisions. If they're not active military, they may come, they may not.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I just kind of leave it with the, like, if nothing else, you guys definitely deserve it. So
Yeah, she says to you, "Oh, I'll be there, and I'll be there to ensure that the Aetor is compensated for the damages that have been taken out. So someone has to plead to the crown."
good person for it. Well, we will see you there then.
It's good to see you. I'm glad to see you made it through the night. She holds out a hand.
Shake her hand. You as well.
Anything else in
That's it.
Aether?
Are the junior bacon adventurers still in town? I assume.
Yes, they are.
I would like to check on them sometime before we leave.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, easy enough to contact them and find them. Hey, Mr. Gorham. You get a couple of mug raises from the rest of them. They're like sitting somewhere and getting lunch.
Afternoon, everyone.
Madison is currently petting a small pudge-faced cat.
How's everyone doing?
I think overall we're pretty good. We got kind of roughed up the other night, but everybody's okay.
Good. What's everybody's plans after Aether?
Well, can't pass up on an opportunity to meet the King of Karnath, I guess. So we'll probably just go there for the celebration at the very least. Free food's always good too. But after that, wherever the winds take us, I suppose. They usually have a way of telling us who needs help.
Well, you're always welcome to follow us around if you want. We got an airship. Anywhere you want to go?
That's really cool too. No, I think once we get to Korth, we'll start making our own path.
Okay. Well, so what are you eating?
He holds up a bowl. I'm not entirely sure. It's sustenance. He puts the bowl there. It's just like gruel.
Are you sure you don't want to come have lunch on the ship?
Sure, we can do that.
Yeah.
Sets it down.
Get him to ride with us.
And we could take you to Korth as well.
Sure. Does that sound good, guys? Save us the money on the lightning rail. Yeah.
And you'll get to say hello to Artyom. He's back with us.
What?
Hey.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. By the flame. Let's go. Come on.
Skippity-doo to the shoe.
So the B
Surprise,
team,
he's not dead anymore.
the B team will ride off to Korth with you guys.
Let's go.
One of the last things that Duke Crowley would like to go and meet with everyone as Major Yuri Ashenov, and just shake hands, depending on just pretend like, oh, I have no idea where they're going to redeploy me. No idea, absolutely none.
Give me just a general charisma check.
Oh sure. So just flat charisma.
Yeah, just flat charisma.
I'm sorry, this is kind of hard with a plug in my lap.
It's all good.
Sorry, I made like 5 rolls, and I was like, why is there an exclamation? That's why it's just rolling 1 constantly. Because I was like, there's something wrong here. It's not reading correctly. It's a 15 without any added charisma, so +5, etc.
Okay, nice. 30-20. Yeah, you get a lot of handshakes, especially a lot of the people that were on Nighthold. You find that guy that you singled out and yelled out, who is currently like actually helping people out around here and like trying to build stuff out. It's like as soon as you approach him, he's like, "I'm helping people. I swear, I'm doing the thing."
I shake his hand. I'm proud of you.
Thank you, sir.
Nod and keep moving on. A little bit of a limp. We'll walk with a little bit of a limp.
Okay. All right. Anything else, innate, sir?
Yes. When Gandalf is not busy, probably in his room or eating or something, just kind of a Uncle Gandalf. Uncle Gandalf.
Oh, jeez.
It is my
Yes.
belief that you were in this room. Door opens.
Fucking Otto's sitting there like, I got thermals hitting you with the x-rays. I know you're in there. Open up, uncle.
Yeah.
I have a bit of a small project, and both myself and Kashik thought you would be the one most suited for it.
I find that really hard to believe unless it has to do with stealing something.
What an odd thing to say. I need to, or not need to, but I would like to, recolor this armor according to my father's original plans.
Okay.
Would you assist me in painting the armor, Uncle Artyom? Or, wow.
Who?
And
And already.
Yeah, jeez.
Hard drive malfunction.
404 just crashes.
let's replace that with an SSD. That's bad. That's bad.
And he's done. How does one troubleshoot a robot? Just give me the armor. I will paint it. Yeah.
I cannot do that.
Why?
He just kind of like looks down at himself. It doesn't really come off. Not easily.
What do you mean it doesn't come off? Milo took it off all the
It would be
time.
a project of several hours.
Oh, jeez. Okay, one condition. Shush. Hold time.
Otto begins to sweat.
Oh, fuck!
He's just
Ah!
oil. He's
He's
spraying
actually-
the fucking leak.
He's actually a flesh golem. Ah!
I will
It's-
do
that
my
is-
best.
There's no best either. Yes or no?
I have an idea that will make that doable. Thank you, Uncle Gandalf.
That's nope. No. Yeah.
Soul walks up and looks at the exchange.
Fucking shit. Yeah.
When would you like to get started?
Oh, shit. Fucking shit. Just say when. Fuck.
Excellent. Just like takes out the paints he already had with him.
Go down to the workshop. I'll be there at some point.
Excellent. Just immediately heel point turns and walks off.
I will go down there in like half an hour.
In order to hold up to his end of the bargain, Otto is going to turn off his vocal cords.
Nice.
Sorry.
Fucking not quite a Warforged, but close enough. It is a struggle.
There are 2 on the ship at the moment.
Yep, Gandalf's working on it. He is trying.
Yeah, you'll get a detailed description of what the color palette is supposed to be.
I will apply it.
Give me a painter's tools check.
Cool.
With a flash of genius as he,
I
maneuvers
technically-
to make have the best possible.
I'm not technically proficient with them anymore. So, I will take that +5. Doesn't matter, natural 20.
Nice. See,
So
Milo
30.
has this air sprayer in here, and it just like it makes it so easy. Yeah.
Just over there with a cloth. Oh my god. He's so shiny. If that
is
is the
shiny.
color scheme. So is that just gold and silver?
It's gold and white. Like it's kind of like that
Gold and
pearlescent
white.
white with gold trim.
Wow. We have a mascot. Let's
And
go.
he has on the shield, and I couldn't add it in Hero Forge, but also on his chest piece is the candle emblem.
The candle house. Light candle.
Yeah.
I don't
Hell
know
yeah.
how you push those words together. Sick.
Okay. Anything
I
else?
would give you a hug and thanks, but I can't
Please
touch
do
you
not.
right now because the paint is wet.
Let's. Okay.
You're gonna need to
He's
stay
just
like this for like 6
T-poses.
hours.
He's just in a T-pose.
T-pose for 6 hours. This would be a good time to power down.
I will make it up to you once I am dry.
Okay.
Thank you, Uncle Gandalf.
Yeah. Leaves.
You leave, Soul is outside of the door. Excuse me, sir. Steps up out of the way and like allows you past him.
Just fucking visible struggle. Yeah, just keep on walking.
Otto, you hear a knock at the door, and Soul would like to speak to you. And he makes assumptions that you're Warforged, and he wants to know your origination, and will also share some of his own backstory as well. Yeah, as you are there, and he makes sure that you know that you do know that it is biologically impossible for any of those people up there to be your uncle or aunt.
It is my understanding that family is more than flesh and blood. Or at least that is how my father perceived it.
This makes sense to me. This is like a solid like minute and a half of computing going on behind Soul's eyes. But yeah, he'll talk to you for a while and see what you remember of your creation, and will sit there and just speak to you.
He will give as detailed of an account as he can, seeing as it is all basically secondhand knowledge that has been uploaded.
Soul will let you know that he is a repurposed Warforged. He was made for war. He did partake in a small amount of the war, but then was reprogrammed to instead be a partaker of the arts by a family that was displaced in Kyrie, a rather wealthy family that was displaced in Kyrie.
That sounds like a worthwhile pursuit.
I do believe so. Some waiting music for us, perhaps. He unfolds his chest to his chest lute and starts playing.
That is very pleasant. I was originally created for the acute application of incredible violence. However, I have been allowed to make my own decisions.
Incredible violence is handy. And my original purpose. So
Yeah,
that will go
Otto
on for
will-
hours and hours.
Otto
Yeah.
will vibe with the Warforged.
All right. If there's not anything else, we're gonna fast forward.
I needed to have a scene at the end of the first day of me coming back. Once
Okay.
I'll get some time with Erish alone, and I'll ask him to get me my things.
Mhm.
And from my pack, I'll pull out that candle he gave me.
Yeah.
And I'll tell him this thing was the last thing I thought about when Yidro got me. It haunted me for the best day of being in Aetur. I wanted to use it so many times and never did.
Why didn't you?
I don't know. Hey, cocky. I thought for sure we'd make it out. But
It's not one-time use.
Hold on. I thought it had 3 charges.
This is not a message candle.
Oh. Shit. Well, I didn't use it, but anyway, I'm here now, so I'm going to go ahead and say what I was going to say. Erish Rydell, I love you, and I'm going to try and kiss you now. And I'll go in, or I'll go for it.
You get and then
Yep.
face collides.
And then healing cuddles. That's it.
Okay. He will lay there with you. He will instruct Glop to bring in medical supplies and food that is needed. As you see, the thing that you saw in the castle itself, bringing you guys things, has to like turn sideways to get things into your door, but brings them by. But he will just sit there and lay with you.
I never saw that, or RTM never saw that. What the?
Oh yeah, no, you're right. I'm sorry. No, you're right. That time.
Yeah.
So you will see this big, just a white waxy figure walk in. That's the golem that I created.
It's impressive. And yeah, I will be good and stay down and not do a whole bunch of things while healing up.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
Next morning, I'll eventually go to the top of the ship, though. Hey, what the fuck? Who threw a big axe in my garden? And then covered it in vines like I wouldn't notice.
Would you like assistance in removing it, Uncle Artyom?
Where did it even come from? Hey, wait, this is the axe that that fucking freight train of a death giant had. Well, the one that threw a freight train at me.
I do not know about this death giant.
You would be correct.
That's my bad, RTM. It's a cool axe.
Did she come aboard? No one told me that we were boarded.
No, she died.
Okay. So, what is? Okay, so how did it get up there then?
Well, you know, I wanted Milo to take a look at it, and now Milo is somewhere. Hopefully.
Gone.
I would assume me and Erish would have talked about stuff,
100%.
right?
He would have told you. He would have caught you up on literally everything
yeah.
as long as you were awake. He would have told you that Milo disappeared somewhere in the fight and that his armor was animated at some point afterwards. But Milo has disappeared and they have no clue to where. He is not reachable. He'd let you know that the scythe was traded and that the orc on board was the one that traded it to something called the Spring Queen in exchange for you. He will be completely forthright with everything that Erish knows.
Cool. So how did the X get on the front of the ship?
Well,
Did she throw it at us when we were leaving? Or...
No, we were on the when we were fighting in the flying fortress.
Right.
Erish flew up with the ship and blew a hole in the side, and we all got out that way. But well, like I said, she can pull the axe back to her. So I wanted Milo to look at it. Otto, since we're on the topic, can you look at that axe for me, please?
Of course, Uncle. And he will go and
Hey, be careful. I mean, don't mess up. It's already messy. Okay, so but why did you try to cover it up like I wouldn't notice?
I didn't do that. That wasn't me. You know I can't do anything like that. I put the axe there, and that was that.
Where did all the vines come from?
I will say the Artyom will look at the flora that has grown up onto the axe and everything. They are not natural. They are not of the material plane. You're looking at flowers that are actively glowing in sunlight and like letting off like glowing spores as they sit there. They are actively growing and moving in front of your eyes, and like highlighter purple and yellow and green. It's a sight.
You think I did that? You learned nothing in the holds? We work with stone and metal.
Well, they're not natural, so it's done with magic of some kind.
Not mine.
First, before doing any magic, Otto will just do an inspection using Knowledge Arcana.
They're a wildlife of some sort. They are not magical in nature.
Interesting. Knowledge nature.
Kent, I will let you decide if Dekad will divulge to the party that the Spring Queen was on board and did this. Okay.
Nope. Not saying a word.
Very well.
Well, what the fuck?
Yeah. You'll get knowledge, history, nature, or arcana, an identify spell on the axe, and then detect magic to detect magic.
You get some like residual necrotic magics from the axe itself, but other than that, which is impressive considering the plants seem to be growing on it, like, and overcoming that necrotic presence.
These are some fascinating plants. Resilient.
Okay, well, I like them, so I guess they'll stay there. Whatever, good job. At least you tried, whoever did it. Can you move that axe without messing them up?
I can try.
I can try to help.
All right.
What check would that be to carefully remove the axe?
It's a big freaking axe.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big axe, and it damaged the front of the ship when you guys put it on here, like along with the garden. I'm gonna say, give me a
better idea, but not even gonna go that route.
Mm-hmm.
To move the plants off of the axe first.
Right. No, this would all be sort of the same check to do that. I don't fucking know.
Gardener check.
Dexterity.
Athletics? Is there a botany kit in fucking
Botany
5e?
check. Botany check. Green thumb.
You know
Roll
what?
the
I'll
game.
tell you what. Give me, if you got knowledge nature. If not, then just a straight dex check.
Big knowledge. Let's say he's a big brain, but he doesn't got a brain.
18. Okay. You are able to, without damaging most of the plants, reveal the axe. Who has just made this deep gouge across the front of the ship and like into the soil and stuff.
That part is done, but this is going to be an ordeal, I think.
It's like an 18-foot axe. You guys decide what you want to do with it, but you can have a little bit of troubles going around the turn of the stairs with it. I say a little bit. You won't be able to get it down the stairs. It's staying on the deck of the ship unless you bring it in like the cargo doors down below.
Where are we right now? We're having this conversation, like on the way to the capital, or hanging out in Aetur, or
you guys. I mean, if there's nothing else left to be in Aetur, then Nilbo will go ahead and take off towards Aetur, or towards Korth. I'm sorry. So because I know some of you wanted to get there a couple of days ahead of time, so you'll have about after all that, you'll have about 2 days, I think, before the event. So you have full 48 hours in Korth. Then on that third day will be the event. So on the way to Korth, I'll say it's only an 8-hour trip in the airship.
How heavy is the axe?
I don't fucking know heavy.
Hefty.
Heavy as fuck.
Well, yes, but I need to know specifically how heavy.
You looking at levitate or something?
you said
Is
the
it
axe,
more than 500 pounds?
You
The
can
axe-
levitate it.
the axe was not magical.
It's got some necrotic energies, like residual necrotic energies on it. It was if with all the arcana checks that could be done on this ship, I'm not gonna like withhold. It is an axe that was crafted on the plane of Maybar. So their like necrotic energy was worked into the very metal itself. Now, whether or not that has any effect on the wield or anything, who knows? It will be unwieldable by anyone on the ship.
Make
That
me
is not
think.
of the
broken
large
down.
size. Or
Put me in the mech suit.
Can it be broken down?
for metal. Sure.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like super indestructible or anything like that.
No.
If not, it's about to get turned into Maybar steel bits.
Look, honestly, Aldo, I just want you to figure out how she was able. Was that something she was doing, or was that something the axe could do to bring it back to her hand after she moved it?
Is that something Otto would be able to figure out with his plus 15 to knowledge arcana?
Jesus.
Go ahead and roll it for me real quick.
Better roll good, boy.
30.
Whoa.
30. I'll say with the 30, you probably get that after examining a little bit. There's no special properties of the axe. It was probably a relationship between her and the axe that was allowed her to do that. But with a 30, also, I would say that you could probably make a device that would allow, like some sort of ferromagnetic device that would allow Gorham to call his hammer back to him, potentially.
Otto will explain all that in highly technical terms to Gorham.
Aye, make it happen, lad. Aye.
So, the reason I was asking about the weight was to see if it could get carted down to the lab with a floating disc.
Yeah, and out of the ship and around down to the big barn doors that you guys have for freight and stuff, easily enough.
Right. All right, cool.
You'd have to cut it in half to even get it in Milo's lab.
Well, then that's what's about to happen. Chop, chop.
Sure. Add 500 pounds of Mabaran steel to your inventory there, Otto.
Mabaran.
And we will just be under the presumption that all of it is in Milo's lab.
Sick.
Added. They're really easy to chop shit when you got a force blade, right?
Geek.
At least for this. So, Tiny Vanguard, what else?
Nothing specific, just I'm putting it out there that for the rest of the trip, Otto will be probably almost intrusively trying to get to know his family members.
Artyom and the Cod will both start calling specifically Crowley Uncle Crowley.
God damn it.
Crowley will make it do his best to be invisible from everyone. They come into my room, just freeze with the room. Just look like I'm a pillar.
Mirage Arcane. This isn't even a room anymore.
You know what?
Almost
Better
fell.
yet, Magnificent Mansion.
Yeah, that's a good strat.
I'm out.
Ganon will be spending almost the entirety of his time just in his room, kind of like meditating almost on what transpired in the Crimson Monastery.
Okay. Would you like to do a flashback of that moment, or would you just like to meditate on it right now?
Just for right now.
Okay. So,
I'm so sorry, one last thing.
No more things.
While he no
Denied.
longer has homunculus, Milo, during at some point in the journey, will cast his own Find Familiar. Construct his own familiar, rather.
Sure.
Use a stat block of the hawk, but it will be a dragonfly, like a little clockwork dragonfly looking
That's a
thing.
big ass dragonfly.
That's like one of the freest. That's like
Holy shit!
Is the
That's
hawk tiny or small?
Oh, tiny.
Tiny. Okay. So
That's a Kibar and Dragonfly.
Holy shit!
It is the size of a house cat.
God! Wow,
So
let's
the
get over here for scale.
This dragonfly eats other birds.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
You
Real
know-
like Kong.
I think Crowley will actually look to speak to DeKalb.
Sure.
Sure, yeah. Where is I guess he's still in the guest room. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll invite him to Crowley's room.
He'll come in. Yeah, Uncle Crowley, what's going on?
Yes. Please come in, and he'll pull out a seat for you. I was actually curious. Would you say the Summer Queen was her name?
Spring Queen.
Spring. Interesting. She must be quite powerful indeed to have pulled Artyom's soul from that scythe.
That's why I went to her.
Might I ask what you bartered in trade to have her pull the soul singular?
Nope.
I only ask because there is another soul I wish to have freed. And I would not ask you to trade. No?
Don't make deals with her.
Don't make deals with her?
I'm already in too deep.
Well, I can't know how deep you are if you don't tell me. I tell you, I'm a very resourceful person, and if you don't tell me, I'll find out eventually. I'll take your word for it. I just need to know what the deal is.
My deal with her is a prior deal that we already had concluded early at the end of a year.
Nothing terrible like trading souls in the thousands to resurrect a god, I hope. That was a joke.
It's a simple deal.
Are there other iterations of the Spring Queen? Winter, perhaps, or something different?
As many seasons and days of the week and months, I don't know. There's lots of Fae out there. This one's the spring one, the one I know.
If you don't mind me prying a little further, how did you even come into contact with such a being? I can't imagine that's just happens on a whim.
I knew her daughter.
Well, I don't wish to barter with the Fae like you did, but it's something I'm...
I don't recommend it.
Hmm.
Whatever soul you're looking for, I would advise with every bit of wisdom I can impart to not go to Fae looking for answers.
I don't need an answer. I know where the soul is. I just need it released.
Let's hold it.
Another soul.
Sounds like you need to find someone to destroy your soul then.
It's something I've been contemplating quite deeply. I have means to destroy the soul, but there's no telling that the soul wouldn't possibly destroy both. It's a very dangerous and precarious situation. It's not something... Well, I've been desperate. I've considered it. And Crowley's going to pull a knife from the nearby cubby, such as this item here.
What's that?
The Keeper's Fang.
Who's the keeper?
The Keeper's not so important as much as that it will destroy a soul completely. It'll stop it from being resurrected entirely. Unless they make a deal.
Oh, real quick, out of character, didn't that particular thing actually take their soul and make it directly go to that entity rather than go anywhere else?
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe so.
So are you lying to the god?
No.
Did you just misspeak?
It's keep, destroy, send to the keeper. That part kind of fluid.
Okay. All right.
It would definitely force the soul out, is my meaning.
Sure. All right. So it's a living soul then. You gotta find who it is.
I found them already.
What's the problem then?
As I said, the other soul has control. I had considered, even in a moment of desperation, using the scythe itself to extract the soul. Obviously, that plan cannot go through.
Okay. It sounds like this should probably be a topic you talk with Kaushik about, not me. I don't really deal with souls so much as the arcane.
It's not so much. You simply had a pathway that I was wishing to consider.
I urge you to consider elsewhere. That's all I can say. She could probably do it. But the price would be hefty.
Oh, if there's one thing you don't know about me, I'm willing to pay a lot of things. A lot.
Or maybe consider it after this year.
Well,
can't bring that soul back if there's no world to come back to.
Another reason why I've actually slowed down in my processes and not taken more desperate actions. Either way, I'm sorry for bringing you into such an uncomfortable conversation.
And I know since you're the kind of guy who can keep a secret or only give secrets to the people who absolutely need it, if you guys try to get that staff back by means of force, there's a good chance that, I'm not going to elaborate, but there's a good chance that I might be one of the people you have to go through to get it. If you take a while.
I take your meaning completely. Would you say perhaps a year from now?
Nope.
All right.
I wouldn't say anything on the topic.
Well, I would not dream of ever making an enemy of you, Decap. You've been quite useful to us and a help in taking out Yidril.
Happy to help.
Indeed. Crowley will stand up and offer his hand out to Decap.
Do you offer your left hand or your right hand?
I'm not taking the Jade Fist.
Yeah, he'll shake your hand with his normal hand.
Right. Well, when we get to Porth, I hope whatever ventures you need to take do you well.
If you decide to make some stupid decisions, I'll do what I can to help.
I appreciate it. Good evening.
And if you guys also, when we land, if you want to come watch me fight anytime, just let me know. I'll get you guys in for free.
Whoa. Are you fighting in Porth? Do you have a fight lined up?
I mean, I'm going to be there, so someone's going to line up a fight for me. Hey,
well, perhaps we'll witness you in your element then before we take off.
Maybe so. I might just get pissed drunk the whole time and make an ass of myself in front of the king.
I wish you the best in that regard.
Yep.
Gets up and leaves.
Have a good day, Uncle Crowley.
You too, Uncle DeKalb. I like keeping my head tilted like this because it just reflects the party and not my eyes, so you can't see what I'm thinking.
I was thinking you had the fucking anime scene going
Very
on.
anime, yeah.
As we in that conversation, we see that the morning, 2 days out of the big celebration that the Stormbringer carries the Shining Vanguard to Porth. we see a massive city with walls 50 feet high of concrete just around a fortress of a city. And sprawling in nature, coming to the edge of the Reckonwood and river that leads to the river that this party actually took up and around to get to Owl's Perch and Passage and all that. So as the Stormbringer approaches the city, moving towards some sky docks, and you now have 2 days before the event and 2 days to investigate things that need to be investigated, some of you. So with that, we're gonna go to break. Don't go anywhere, guys. We will be right back. We're gonna take a quick bio break, go get some snacks and stuff like that. So stick around, see what happens in Korth. Much love, guys. Don't go anywhere.
Bye.
And hello, everyone. We're back. It's us, all of the same people that were here for the most part. We're going to continue across Eberron on the first part of this episode that you may or may not have missed. One of the Shining Vanguard's, I would say allies, though I'm not sure that he currently is at the moment, but a person of interest to the Shining Vanguard made a deal with the Spring Queen. One Decad, the Jade Fist, made a deal with the Spring Queen, trading the scythe, the staff, the phylactery of Arendis Vol, known as Life Render, to the Spring Queen. Doing so in exchange for releasing Artyom's soul, also exchanging, shortening his sentence to be the champion of the Spring Court by 29 years. And he is to report to her at the end of this year now. So, Artyom was resurrected, pleas from his friends all around, bringing him back to life. A profession of love was made from Artyom to Erish, in which they kissed. And then, yeah. I think it's a conversation between Decad and Crowley, ending that off with trying to feel out how practical of an idea it might be to speak to this entity that could grant such big favors, which Decad highly recommended against. However, we pick back up with the airship docking now at the Stormbringer, docking at the sky docks in Korth. Not massive, not nearly as elaborate as the ones in Sharn. Something simple to allow mostly high level clientele, so you guys are up there as far as where you guys are right now. A couple of people giving you some eyebrows, but Nilbo calling it in, and the landing handles the docking fees through House Lyrandar and everything, and you guys are let into the city of Korth itself. Korth, like I described it before, is a fortress of a city. If Aetur's wall would be merely a perimeter of fence compared to what is around this city right now. It is walled in, high walls on either side, a massive castle in the middle of this, towering above everything. A sprawling city, quite large, and it is at your disposal, Shining Vanguard. What would you like to do? You have 2 days before the event. We don't have to roleplay out nearly everything, but if you do have things that you are attempting to do or information you're trying to figure out, let me know, and we'll start working on it.
I need to borrow the money bag. I need to go look for rubies.
All
How
right.
much money worth of rubies?
Not too much now.
I need numbers.
Thanks,
If you-
Joshua. Bye.
If you find
Trust has been introduced to Adams.
This is nothing to. This is Ian.
I know, I'll
If
get it to you,
Koshik
don't
in
worry.
character has the money,
Yeah,
Ian,
I'll
as the
get
player,
Ian a
has the
receipt.
numbers written down.
Listen, I'll get you a receipt for tax purposes.
Oh, okay.
if you find 50
Shut
gold
up.
more than the amount that you need, get an extra 50, please.
Certainly.
Certainly.
If you happen to find any diamonds and have spare cash left over, we could always use more diamonds.
Oh my god, I'm going on a shopping trip. Well, you know what? You come with me, Koshik. Let's go.
Wait, how much money do we have in the party fund?
40,561 gold pieces.
I'm going with him.
Okay.
I would like to go buy.
It's turned into a shopping episode.
Well, we're not gonna go into detail or anything like that, but you'd like to buy a what, James? Gorham?
I would like to look for some better plate armor.
Okay. Are you looking for something magical, I assume?
Yes.
Okay. All right. You guys go off shopping. How much rubies did you get the other day there, Crowley? So you know
710 gold worth of rubies.
So you need another 690.
I need another 790.
790. So
but 840 if I can find the extra 50 for the crew.
So 840. Give me a quick investigation check, Crowley, if you would be so kind.
I would indeed be so kind. 1 second.
Also, Gorham, keep in mind, you have a potentially cheaper way to get magical armor.
Rip
What
it from
can you
Milo
do?
Jr.
Can I wear you?
No, I meant that I have literal class features that make it cheaper and faster for me to craft magical items.
That would be a 23 total, sir.
Nice.
What can you make?
I mean, in theory, with the right materials and money, any non-legendary magic item. However, the
stuff you can make
feature
at
I'm
reduced
referring
cost,
to
yeah.
is common or uncommon.
So basically a +1 plate or any other uncommon and lower type of armor that you can find. So if you want to go on D&D Beyond there, James, look up, you can sort magical items by common and uncommon, and you should be able to see all that sort of stuff.
I could probably still craft rare, but I will get no speed up or cheaper
bonuses.
Which it takes you, a week to craft uncommon items?
I can't remember.
Something like that. It should be under your
Let's see.
features. I'm gonna say with
I
a
think it
23 there,
says-
Crowley. Yeah. Fairly easily finding the ones for Decad as well. Or I'm sorry, for our team as well. I don't know who they're for. You're two people.
Who the hell is this man
Does-
over here?
Does
Yeah.
Decad disappears, right? He goes off into the city. Okay.
Decad goes and does his shit.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you. Decad leaves the Shining Card.
Decad doesn't even say goodbye to folks. He's tired of getting fucking the stink eye from Gandalf. He thought he was his friend.
I'll be out there giving the 2-finger salute before he leaves because I'm up early all the time. So
Sure.
nod. See you at the fighting pit.
Okay. 840 gold worth of rubies there, which means our team would get 50 of those easily enough.
Yeah.
Please deduct 840 gold from the party funds.
On it, Chief. So we now are at 39,721 gold pieces.
Kaushik, if you're looking for diamonds, please give me an investigation check.
And I would like to
I will-
help her, so,
Yeah.
you know, if she would like advantage with that.
Okay.
She's gonna get triple advantage from me
Oh,
and
gosh.
Eric also.
Yeah, because I figure since
Roll
I'm
2 dice
looking
and
for
take the
root-
higher one.
I was gonna say, since I'm
First
looking for
one's-
rubies, would they not be in the same like sort of sphera?
Since you're specifically looking for rubies, she's specifically looking for diamonds. I'm gonna divide it up that way.
It was a
Nice.
15 and a 19, so 19
19. What's your investigation?
plus 0.
Okay.
I only asked if she was with me. That's all.
Can you guide someone for that?
Good.
Guide you? If I can't give you advantage.
How long does guidance last? Like a minute?
A minute?
Yeah, no, I would say probably not.
But I could hit her with
I
guidance.
couldn't. I
Bam.
couldn't did it anyway.
Good luck. Don't let your dreams.
Oh,
I didn't know her investigation was +0.
Be like that sometimes.
yeah.
Alright.
I thought advantage was enough.
I mean, I still got a 19. That's not bad.
That's not bad
Yeah,
at
that's
all.
pretty good. Yeah,
no,
that's
you're
quite
great.
good.
You'll find about 600 gold worth of usable diamonds to you in
Yeah.
street vendors.
Yeah. Treasurer, take that out of the money amount.
How much was it?
600.
600.
600. Oh, yeah, that's
Wait,
easy
how
math.
many did I just use? 500.
500.
Okay,
500.
perfect. So I'll just add.
Since Gorham joined us, would you like to go look for some armor, or you want me to kind of figure out where we're going?
Yeah, sure. I would like to see what armor is available in the town.
Yeah, that's a bad idea.
I will say that right now, Korth is still at a state of high alert just because of the attack, which means armors and weapons are going to be a little bit harder to find, but I'll still give you a percentage chance for magical items. We'll make it. It's going to be a little bit harder than normal. We'll say 65 and above. We'll find you something.
Speaking of armor and what people are wearing, is Kaushik wearing her bat cape, or is she wearing the jacket?
Oh yeah.
What jacket? Dario's jacket?
Did Dario? Yeah, Dario left his jacket behind when he dusted, right?
Oh yeah, I never got details on that, did I?
I didn't put it on your character sheet again because I'm a bad DM, but I can tell you what it does if you like.
Okay.
I take the time to write these things in my notes, and
Jacket's cool.
don't. So it is an attunement slot. You would have to attune to it, but a number of times per day equal to the wearer's proficiency bonus. No action required. The cloak's buckles react to any damage taken and lash out at a creature within 5 feet of the wearer, dealing 1d10 necrotic damage. The wearer gains the necrotic damage cell as temporary hit points.
That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. I don't think I'm gonna have that on right now. I'm gonna have it in the bag of holding though. I'm gonna hold on to that in case we get into a fight. I just throw the jacket on and attune to it in 1 minute. How long does it take to attune?
An hour.
An hour.
Yeah, I'm not gonna have that on right now, but I'll hold on to it for a bit.
You guys have time. This is very loosey-goosey for the next 2 days, whatever you're looking to do.
Did you need an investigation check to search around for armor stalls, etc.?
Not right now, just because of how limited armor and weapons would be with where they're at, but I will let you know what you guys find from that search.
What about other magic shops of just interesting and weird curios?
Yeah, that's true. I want to see the full gamut of this town.
Okay.
Is there another brain to put on the ship?
There is there is no brain to put on the ship.
Let's just go back and get the other brain.
Cowards.
Quick. We'll just pull up like, hey guys, we know you still think that we killed your leader. However, there's a brain engine that we require.
Good old brow kick.
God damn it. Why are they kicking people in the brow? That is very weird.
It is very weird.
Bro. They kick them in the brow. Though kicking somebody in the brow would be pretty effective.
It's effective if you want to kick someone. Just right there.
Oh. It's a weird thing to call it.
Artyom, I know you probably got one highly active nurse taking care of you, but you're probably also getting frequent visits from Otto.
Wait, can you even walk by yourself yet?
That was one of the things I was going to discuss. I can walk completely fine throughout the city, just not as a human.
Wild shaping into other shit.
I can wild shape into elementals and they're immune to exhaustion, so I'm like, huh, I'm fine. I'm good.
I'd also say it would be
freaking everyone out.
It would be next to no object for Otto to craft just a wheelchair for you and wheel you around the city.
Hell yeah.
But the other thing I was going to say Otto's going to do is, Kaushik, at some point, you will also get a knock on your door. And Kaushik, ooh, squeaky voice. And Kaushik.
I always love listening to Otto calling people things, even me. Yes, Otto.
Can I come in?
Of course. Let's step out of the door.
Excellent. He comes in, and will. So I don't know if you have like a chair in your room or somewhere for him to sit down. This is probably like, shortly after lunch on one of the days.
I don't think I have a chair, but I can just motion to the end of the bed and be like, have a seat.
400 pounds of plate mail sit down on the edge of your bed.
Bed goes poop.
What was my father like? I know a lot about him, but by the same token, I don't, because everything I know about him is from his perspective.
That's a tough question to answer. Your father was very smart. The smartest man I've ever met. He's very kind, very selfless. Is there anything specific you want to know?
I don't think so. It is hard to explain, as usually it is easy to come up with the information you need from an analytical perspective. However, this is different. I don't have a goal, really.
Okay. Well, father is one of the best friends that I've ever had, if not the best friend that I've ever had. I don't know if there's much more I can say than that.
I see.
He's a good man, Otto.
I am glad to hear it. Do you mind if I ask you some other questions?
No, go ahead.
We are currently tasked with trying to save the world from horrifying doom from interdimensional beings, correct?
Correct.
What do you intend on doing when we are done? Assuming we do not all die.
I haven't really thought that far ahead, Otto. And I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not so sure I can assume that we don't all die.
What would you be doing
What?
if we did not have this monumental task?
I don't know. I never thought I'd get this far. See, I've spent a very, very long time running from a very, very real threat, and I always assumed that it would catch up with me. And it did, but I guess it didn't really turn out to be as big of a threat as it seemed since I met the Shining Vanguard, and I couldn't have handled it on my own, there's no way, but with them by my side, which I never foresaw happening, there's just this whole world of opportunity open to me now, and I honestly am just thinking about it now, and it's very overwhelming.
I see. Most humans are not created with a purpose in mind. I was created with a purpose, but I have nothing restraining me to cleave to that purpose. Neither strictly nor even by inclination. While speaking to Soul, he showed me how even he stepped away from his original purpose, and now he makes music. And I think that's amazing.
Right. What was your original purpose?
The acute application of incredible violence.
That just makes Classic laugh because it's so Milo. And what purpose are you leaning toward?
I have no idea. I have only existed with conscious thought for less than 48 hours.
Fair enough. I feel that way sometimes as well.
You have existed for quite a few more hours.
This is true. It doesn't feel like it sometimes. Well, I think that incredible violence can be a practical application of your skill set when necessary, but I don't think that that is all that you are good for. You.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
You're fine. You go ahead.
How does one determine a purpose or motivation?
You know, Otto, I'm not sure. I've spent my entire life letting my entire life happen to me and never really choosing for myself the direction in which I wanted to go. And so I'm not really sure if I could tell you how to choose.
Strictly speaking. Oh, sorry, I keep doing that.
You're okay. I keep pausing, so it makes sense. You go ahead, though.
Strictly speaking, I know more than everyone on this ship, most likely combined. But, by the same token, I am beginning to feel like I know nothing at all.
Yes, there's a difference between life knowledge, practical knowledge, and knowing things, right?
My father knew a lot of things. But did he also have practical knowledge and just choose to leave me with none of it? That is a cruel joke.
I don't think that was his intention. Milo wouldn't do that on purpose. I don't think he ever thought you'd need it. Or maybe it's just not something he could really give to you, something you just have to experience for yourself.
Then why did he disable my protocols and behavioral inhibitors?
I have no answer for you on that.
I see. Thank you for your time, Aunt Koshik.
Of course.
Strength 16 hug.
Tap, tap, tap. Just hear like the sound of hollow metal back being.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah.
Okay. So we're just looking for magical items around the city. Yep.
Yeah.
Maybe
Fingers crossed there's some
interest.
magic plate in there somewhere.
Potions and no magical plate that you see around the city. As far as potions go, there are some healing potions available.
Oh shit.
Should you so choose to partake. Okay. Give me 1 second as I bring up the healing potion.
Whoops.
Sweet. You'll find them at cost. You'll find around the city. You'll find 4 commons and 3 graders. So 50 gold each for the commons, or for each 200 gold for those, and then 150 for the greater healing potions. So 450 gold for those. Along with those items, you'll
Buy
find
them all.
you will find a couple of other things. If you want to write these things down, because I will not remember them by the time that I give them to you.
Scrolling down. All right.
Are you writing them down, Ian?
Yep.
Hell yeah.
3 greater. So 50 each for the commons, 150 each for the graders. You will also find some other items of interest to you throughout the city. You will find boots of the Winterlands amongst this area. which are some uncommon boots. If you would like to know what these items do, you can look them up on D&D Beyond. A shopkeep of one sort or another will help you. Will absolutely talk to you about them and try to convince you in buying them. For those, you're looking at paying about 350 gold. You will find a give me 1 second. I did not have this pulled up, so I need to tell you what it's actually called. Here it is. You'll find a ring of, I rolled the D8 and I don't remember what it was, or D10 rather. You'll find a ring of fire resistance.
I hear those are really useful.
Worth every penny.
Yep.
For every
Every
gold.
penny.
You'll find an emerald pin, which is a pin that allows you, requires no ink to write, but it also allows you to cast illusory script at will, requiring no material components. You find a +1 amulet of the devout.
Oh. That's
You find a +1 dragon hide belt.
unfortunate timing.
Already told you about that. You will find a what is known as an imbued wood focus, and this one will be made of Recian pine.
I'm a very, very real with Chief. How do you spell Recian, since we got to be able to look it up?
Risian. But if you just type in imbued wood focus into D&D Beyond, it will take you to the table and tell you what it does.
Sick.
Yep.
We got a price for the Winterland boots. Are there prices for the other 5?
Yes. The amulet of the devout will cost you 250. The dragon hide belt will cost you 450. The ring of resistance to fire will cost you 700. I'm sorry.
Is that not correct?
No, it's not.
Okay.
The ring of resistance will actually run you 2,000.
Oh,
fire-
that's much different.
Yep. And the imbued wood focus will cost you 100.
Okay, and the emerald pen.
Pin will cost you a 100 as well. And then
Brittany,
Yes.
I would look up the amulet of the devout.
Mhm.
It is very relevant to you.
Very, very, very.
I figured when I heard the title.
Gotcha. Just wanted to make sure.
You're gonna throw that Mabara crystal pendant in the trash.
Give me that emerald pin, bro. I'll pay you back. Actually, consider the superior healing potion paid for.
They didn't have any superiors.
Superior. They only had greater in common.
I'm talking about the one I used on you back in the usual thing.
Oh yeah. That being said, are we going to purchase the healing potions? I assume yes.
Yeah, I assume so.
and I have
Okay,
one
so
more
that's-
thing.
Depending on how much time we're gonna have, we could just sink that money into getting material components, because that's a common magic item. Otto can turn 1 lesser healing potion out per day at half the cost. So, because those are 50 GP base, right?
Yes. 50.
Yeah, so-
yeah. Jesus.
So, yeah, at
What-
working
what-
at 25 gold of progress a day, he can.
It's a quarter of the price, not half.
What color amulet of the devout am I
even
looking at? The green color, the blue color, or the purple color?
Green. It is a +1.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm.
And how much does that cost?
That one second, let me scroll back down. That was 250 gold pieces.
Oh yeah. Oh,
So
that's
very,
cool.
very, very worth it.
Steal.
Give me
That
that.
is a steal.
Give me that bitch.
That's what I figured. Oh. And I just need to know: are we gonna buy the common healing potions, or just the greater, all of them?
The greater ones will take me much, much, much longer to make, so not
Right.
necessarily as worth it.
I feel like we would probably just buy all the healing potions.
Yeah,
and
they're
then you
worth.
can
It's
make
150 gold. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
150 gold just for those, or 200 gold for those 4
Yeah.
common. Like that's not a big deal.
I
And
know
then-
it's
did we say
technically
it's-
a waste of money. I just feel like we would actually be like, we need some potions right now in case
Right
you know,
now, yeah.
Yeah,
like dragons
okay.
attack while we're talking to the king.
Right.
I
that would
would.
never happen. No rulers have ever been attacked by dragons in the middle of making any kind of like address. So it's 200 for those. How the greater healing potions are 150 each.
Correct.
Correct. So that's 150. So 450 for those. 200. So it'd be 650 for all the potions, full sale.
Yeah.
Are we all cool with that money being spent?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and then 250 for Kaushik's thing. So that brings up that's 900 gold spent so far.
Well, and then what Crowley spent on rubies.
That's already been subtracted.
Okay.
That I've already handled. That bookkeeping's already done.
Yeah.
I will need to subtract 500 gold. But
Why?
I just need the actual gold itself. I don't need it to buy anything.
Why?
The 500 gold figurine of a dragon's for dragon transformation.
Gotcha.
Is it made of any specific material or just a 500 gold? You said it's made of gold?
Yeah, that's what I said. I just need the material.
Oh, is you gonna have it melted down and crafted?
Yeah, it's literal 500 gold pieces made a dragon statue.
You
Okay.
just glue them together in the shape of a dragon. Does that count?
Like Legos. Like
Yeah.
super glue. That's a big statue,
subtract 550. Someone to forge it together for you.
though.
So
Whoa,
we're at-
whoa.
we're at
We're
14.
gonna get our new shop guy to forge it together. It's just gonna be 500 gold pieces melted down.
Okay.
That's what Otto can do, I presume.
I assume so.
We'll see if it works.
If not, I mean,
It's-
gold's gold, right? We just melt that motherfucker down again.
Since you drew our attention to it, though, DM, Otto would like to acquire the materials to make his own imbued wood focus, just not of that flavor.
Oh.
Would he be able to search for the materials to make his own?
So an imbued wood focus would be material from that plane of existence, meaning you would either need to go there or find someone who has gone there with that material. It's not really something you can make. It's
Gotcha.
infused with that extra planar activity. So which one are you looking at?
I mean, just from a purely min-map
And it's
standpoint, the
Vernian.
Shavar and Birch.
Oh, Shavar and Birch. Oh.
If
Does that
if he
work?
can't- Yeah, if he can't
It's a
find
spell.
either Shavar and Birch or Lamani and Oak, he would just go ahead and purchase the Resian Pine one.
Okay. That is the one you find in this city. You can keep an eye out for others or also
Gotcha.
other ways of like imbuing stuff with energy from those planes.
Gotcha. Yeah, in
Later
that
down the
case,
line.
if we could
So
also
that is also
grab
getting
that focus,
bought.
that would be good.
So that's another
Preferably,
100. We are currently, so we so far at 1,500 gold pieces being spent.
Real quick DM question. Would those flowers on the deck of our ship be possible to be used for plane shifting with my amulet to Thelanis if we needed to?
Probably.
All right. Just checking.
Fuck.
Yeah, real quick. If anyone ever brings up that, I don't know if you have, but if anyone brings up that pen, Crowley will go back and buy that pen.
You wanna
'cause
go buy
there's
the
a lot.
pen as
There,
well?
there are a lot of
Hey.
uses I can make with that pen.
Hell
So
yeah.
1,600 gold.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Is that looking good? Does anybody else wanting any of the other things?
I want a headband of charisma plus 30.
Shit. I don't think we got enough gold for that, homie.
Yeah, that'd be a little much.
I'm robbing that one.
Okay, so currently 1,600 gold is what is being spent on this shopping trip.
If if a plus 30 headband charisma existed, we probably would be in the same room with it, but it would be on the king.
Kings
That
die all
sound-
the time.
Wait a minute. 987. Okay, 7,000. All right. So from money spent so far, we are down to 37,521 gold pieces. So we're still very much in cash positive territory. Anything else anybody's wanting
We
slash
have
needing
how
to
much?
buy? 37,521 gold pieces.
37.
Yes. We were at 40,000 before people started buying stuff.
You pilfered the vaults of the blood
now-
cells.
Super dead man. He was just undead. Now he's like super undead or super dead.
That being the case, DM,
Oh no!
I want to go ahead and put it on the record. I had been improving those flying boots 10 feet at a time. We will be doing the extra 1250 here shortly to increase that to 50 feet. I
Okay.
did not know
When
we
you
were that
say
much.
shortly, do you mean now?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you won't be making healing potions, eh?
Not at first.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but you're aiming towards a specific item with those, correct? The Peregrine
Mask.
Peregrine mask.
Just the fly speed for it. I mean, unless you want to allow me to slowly upgrade it all the way to a Peregrine mask, in which case I won't say no.
Yeah, well, the slowly part is the one I am focused on right now, because I know it wasn't just a money factor; it was also a time factor, and it is a very rare item.
Yep. You had said 1250 per 10 feet, like 1,250 gold worth of materials for each 10 feet of fly speed. You never gave input on what the advantage to initiative rolls portion would be. Also, the Mask of the Peregrine doesn't have a time limit on the fly speed, so there's like a bunch of factors that make it better. But I was focused on upping the fly speed first before any of the other aspects of it.
All right. In that case, each 10 feet will be considered an uncommon item. Each 10 feet and 1250 gold will be considered an uncommon item. So
Done.
the week or whatever it is.
Gotcha.
Okay, 5 days.
Don't forget, armor has been requested of you though.
I have not. There is no magical armor in the city.
Right? No. I meant of the
Crafting.
crafted variety from Otto.
Yes.
I
From-
could do
It was
plus-
discussed anyway.
I could do
I
a
just wanna
plus
make sure
one.
that-
I don't have adamantium or mithril for those because I was looking up what was on the uncommon list.
Right.
So unless you find just a fuckload of those
That's
materials,
That's a discussion for Gorman. Alter,
Yeah.
I believe. I guess is whatever Gorman's looking for.
I will say that Mithril Gorham would have access to back at home.
Oh, Mithril
Neither Mithril nor Adamantine is in
is
the
available
city.
here.
Correct.
I can't remember what all the effects. Is Mithril armor just light? That's its big thing for 5th edition?
Right.
So
I think if you have one of the types, you can actually wear it on their clothing or something like that. Like if you have a mithril chain shirt, you can wear it
yeah,
on their clothes.
it's like a mithril chain shirt or breastplate can be worn under normal clothes,
Yeah.
and it just gets rid of the stealth disadvantage and the strength requirement. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty neat.
So you have that, and then you have like, undercover agent guy with mithril armor.
Right.
So you guys,
That's sick.
if you guys want to figure out after or off screen rather, what times Otto's going to be crafting, because that you will have to spend like 8-hour work days crafting this sort of stuff. So just keep that in
Yes.
mind as well.
I have it all pulled up right now, so it'll be 5
Okay.
8-hour work days for each uncommon item, and then 1 for each common item.
I will go ahead and do the 50 gold to get someone else to make that that draconic statue.
Okay. You get a forest in the
which-
city, it'll take less than 24 hours.
Dakata's a wizard, correct?
God's gone.
Dakata's still with us, or is he left already?
That boy left.
The guy bolted out of there. I did
wasn't
not
sure how
feel
much longer.
very, very alike. And the one went from, hey, he's my homie, we fought together, to get the fuck out of here.
Yes.
You fucking bastard.
Unhappy.
Pretty sure Gandawan's like, so that all that atrocity that happened, you just ensured that there's a good chance that it'll happen again some other day in the future. Thanks, buddy.
Potentially worse. Much worse.
Nah, it'll be okay.
You guys have that shopping trip taking up some of your time. You're getting the dragon forged. It'll be crafted by an artist, and it will be very well done. So who wants to go first and things to do in Korth before the celebration?
I can. I was actually going to initially determine whether I was going to require anybody's assistance with this endeavor. While they were on their shopping trip, I was going to roam around a bit and see if there was anybody who could tell me the whereabouts of Pietro Rudik.
Okay.
Where he was located.
Where are you asking at?
I guess initially I'm hoping desperately I don't have to involve myself with any politicians or anything. So asking like some like shopkeepers and stuff, seeing if like, hey, do you happen to know someone by the name of Pietro Rudik and where I could find him, stuff like that.
Give me an investigation check.
All right. $23.
23. It takes you, even with a 23, it takes you a while of asking around, and you sort of start at the outskirts, and just nobody's. Yeah, I know a few Pietros. No. Okay. So, but you're sort of, as you're shuffled along into the city, it takes you probably until the end of this day to get some answers, and about when you're ready to give up, someone says, works in the capital, as far as I know.
We're in the capital.
The Capitol building, sorry.
Oh,
Palace.
yeah, gotcha. Just works there?
As far as I know.
In what capacity?
No, I see him in the paper sometimes. Other than that,
I see.
not much.
All right, thank you.
Works with the crown in some capacity, I believe.
Great. Awesome. Whip.
You want some no meats? No meats.
Nope.
Have a good day.
I'm good, thank you.
Blah. Hot sausages. All right.
That's all I wanted to do on that first day.
On the first day while we're at it, I will go as Major Yuri and try and get some appropriate officers' attire for a formal occasion.
Okay, that's not really something you can buy. Out and
I mean,
about.
but even officers go to a tailor, especially when they're going to go meet the crown. So there are tailors for military type functions like that.
Yeah, but not tailors to go get things altered, sure, but not to like purchase military.
I'm just looking for like the base suit, like something similar. I'm not looking to like get a whole new suit.
I'll say you find someone willing to sell you an officer suit, like on the side, like one of the
Sure.
I have one, probably won't fit you, but sometimes things get lost.
That's fine.
Mm.
He's willing to do it for 200 gold.
That's fine. I have that on my person, so sure.
Okay. What else, guys?
Are
taking
we
down.
sleeping on? Are we sleeping on the ship while we're in town?
That's up to y'all.
Is Gandawan sleeping on the ship while he's in town?
For this first night, at least, yeah.
All right,
Might as
I
well.
will. I will approach Gandolin on that first night, and getting a little bit of drink in for the first time since coming back from the dead. I'm like, okay, come on, it's time.
Time for what?
I gotta finish it. I'm gonna push you towards the mural that we have on the ship. Add it in for you.
Have you edited the mural on the ship?
No, I haven't.
Oh.
Because Artyom can think of things to add onto
Right.
paintings inside of a magnificent mansion, but he
Right.
has no capability of actually painting things.
What do you mean?
Add yourself to it.
Our team, we have other stuff to do right now. It's not important.
Yeah, exactly. We have other stuff to do, but right now you can do it. It's important because you can do it right now. You can be mad, but just go ahead and do it.
There's stuff to do. I have a guy I got to find.
What are you looking for?
Shit.
You're terrible at keeping secrets. Go ahead and spill the beans. Let's go.
I'm just gonna rummage in my armor and pull out the folded up letter that I got from Valentina Kostlov, and I'm just I don't know.
Okay. Okay, I'll read this. You go ahead and start sketching outline. Just the outline. Don't be a baby. You can. And since I'm heavily leaning on my cane with an alcoholic beverage in the other, I will trade him the alcoholic beverage for the note to
Just
read.
let me paste. Oh, well, shit. Yeah.
Send it to me on Facebook, I guess.
I guess it's not letting me paste it into. I was just gonna stick it in Skype.
Oh,
But it's not letting me. Fuck.
That's why I had to send it in a zip file. I was also having the same issues. If you
That's
remember.
really annoying. All right, that means
no.
y'all can just figure out the zip file then. I don't give a shit.
Gandolin.zip, it's gonna crash my computer.
It should be it is PNG. Is number 1. There's 1 and 2 in there. It is number 1.
Oh, is the painting in there as well when you hand it to him?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, we kept them folded up in there together. Obviously, not the pendant because he's wearing it.
Wearing it. Yeah.
And as much as our team says, like, don't be a baby, go ahead, like, start sketching it out. Like, he'll take a few steps over there, and then once our team starts reading, just turns and faces him and just crosses his arms and waits until he finishes reading it.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm not gonna have the stream sit here and watch me read, so somebody else go do something.
Somebody else say that they're doing something.
Okay.
Later in the evening, Otto is going to seek out some form of like orchestral performance or other musical performance in the city.
Yeah.
He has no experience in such things, so he probably goes about looking for one very clumsily, but
I'll say that just the B team would probably find an inn or a tavern somewhere where there would be if there wasn't music, or if you're looking for something more like a theater.
yeah, that's kind of what he's shooting for.
Okay. If that's the case, then Korth is, how do I put Korth? Korth is not Sharn. It is not a city in Kyrie. It is very, while there is a palace and it is massive, you'll notice that it is not opulent. You don't see gold gilding everywhere. It is very like, functional. It's a very functional city. Karns do not take part of things that they see as opulent or decadent. So the arts here suffer. But I will say that after some searching, you will probably find, while it's not a massive theater or anything, you'll probably find like some like comedy troupe level of acting, like some improv level type acting play sort of
So
thing.
he's specifically looking for like a musical performance.
Right. Yeah,
Right, and-
I'm just that's for scale. Like it won't be anything massive, I think is what I'm trying to get at. It would be something that would be maybe like at most about 20 people that get together and are like sort of doing this on their own.
He is not discerning enough to be able to pick out anything fancy anyway.
Sure.
So just he's wandering around looking for some form of musical performance, whatever the first thing he finds is.
I'll say you find one and it's very bare bones and it's pay what you want. They are doing it simply for the love of the art here.
He has no money. He will give them 10 gold out of whatever the nicer looking of his crafting materials would be.
Just like a fucking handful of springs and
Got
cogs.
some gears.
Well, it was like maybe like some like silver wire and like a small crystal rod or something.
You get a confused look but a nod. Go on then.
There you go. That is how he'll spend his evening.
That's great.
Awesome. Anybody else? Gorham, Kaushik? Nothing?
I'm good.
Not a damn thing.
After I finish reading this letter, I'm like, oh shit, again, we have to find this guy.
Yeah.
Who else has been looking for him?
What?
Who else has been looking for him?
Just me.
Why?
I wanted to talk to him first.
Okay,
Possibly.
sure. If you want to talk to him alone, I get that, but Crowley might be able to locate him a lot easier.
I already know where he is. He works somewhere in the Capitol building. I'm gonna go there tomorrow.
All right. Well, let me know how it goes.
We'll see. Take the letter back and fold it back up and stick it back in his jacket.
I'll gesture for him to have a drink before handing me back my alcohol. It's like, that's pretty heavy.
I just hand it back to him. I don't drink any of it.
Okay. You're okay with everything? I mean, I know I wasn't there for the big fight, but I heard it was rough. It was already terrible before I went.
I mean, we won. And for now, that's what matters, I guess. One problem at a time, our team.
Okay. Artyom
Go to
will-
his room.
Yeah, Artyom will like let you go away, but he's giving you that all right. Okay, buddy. I'm disappointed, but you can go right ahead.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
All right. Right, I'm good. I'll go give some PDAs with Erish.
I'd say probably right after that conversation, Erish comes up and just sort of like rubs your back and says, "No luck with him, then."
Nah. He'll come around. It's a rough time.
You should know that he was quite upset about what we traded to get you back. So he may still be reeling from that, but also his home.
Nah. He's old.
All right. One more day until the event.
Damn it. Why you gotta be making ominous? This is supposed to be a celebration. We're supposed to be like, woohoo, party time.
Red Wedding was a
Awesome.
celebration too. All right.
Wait a minute.
Now, hey now,
Pause.
I've decided not to go.
Yeah, I don't want to go anymore.
Ah, yes. You didn't know the king's first name was Yadril.
Yadril.
Oh, man.
Yeah, if Garum and Gorham can do it, Yadril and Yedril can. All right.
You
So-
know, I've got something I want to speak into existence. I've notified everyone that I'm going to be in Quarth for the ceremony. How are those letters getting along, DM?
Which letters are we speaking about?
All the letters that I wrote prior to leaving the mountain.
Let me know which ones.
Oh man, the ones that you said you take care of.
Let-
I wrote
let me
asking
know
for
which
money. I
ones.
wrote asking for resources. Those ones that have been following me for about 5 or 6 months now.
Nope, that's not the case because you wrote those outside of the Shadow Marches. They were sent from the Shadow Marches. There has
Mhm.
been no response to those.
I'm in RL.
Oh yeah, sure. RL definitely. We
It's-
we spent 3 months in Aeter alone, and that was one day.
I know. Now I've notified them that I'm going to be in Quarth, so yeah.
That's with it.
Okay,
I'm just speaking it back into existence.
surely.
Unless somebody else has something they want to go ahead and do, I would like to make that trip to the capital. Before I go, though, I would like to go speak to Crowley.
Okay.
So give him a nice little.
Spooky, scary scout. I'm sorry.
Oh shit! Like on. Hey, Crowley.
Yes, come in. Room pristine.
Of course it is. I need you to do me a favor.
How can I help you?
I think it maybe I have a trip to the Capitol building I need to make, and it may be easier if you could accompany me as Major Yuri.
Well, certainly. I would be most happy to help you here.
I'm looking for someone, and I'm not quite sure how important he is there. So
What's the name of this person?
Pietro Rudik.
I was with you when we were looking.
You
up
sent the
this-
messages to
yeah,
Pietro.
That's right.
That
So,
guy.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
guy. His
exactly.
last name is
Because Crowley's
Rudik.
like, I
Yeah, that's
remember
where he
this
worked.
name.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
that's his last name, and this is where he works.
Tracked him down, have you? Well, then certainly, I'm more than willing to help you finish what we started.
Awesome. Whenever you're ready.
Ploop, ready.
To the Capitol building.
Okay.
Away.
You
But
will
in musical.
going into the Royal District and aware of a lot of government. It's held a lot of government buildings. You will notice along your way to here that you see a couple of things. One, Capitol building sort of being separate from the palace proper, but still in the same area. Also, before you get to that area, you'll notice that there is a marked off area where a building has scorch marks and part of the roof has collapsed in. Like a building that is not necessarily massive in structure or anything, but still a stone and a permanent part of this government section. It is sectioned off by Karnathi guards on either sides that are just sort of holding the perimeter and keeping people from within. So
Okay.
you continue on to the Capitol building. Going in there, there are guards posted up outside. They don't halt you outside though. You are sort of let into this area and you're greeted with this massive sort of stone and marble chamber with a bunch of people that are moving around. It's very lively here. You see soldiers, you see city officials, you see country officials moving around in this area. And you see ultimately like a large circular sort of what's the word I'm looking for? Desk for all intents and purposes, with people behind it, sort of like concierge type people giving people information, pointing out, and also just a meeting place for people right here in the middle.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Approach.
we'll
to the
approach,
desk, I
yeah.
presume. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Lean over table. Hello there.
Yes, sir.
Major Yuri Eisenhoff. I am looking for Pietro Rudik.
One moment. Sort of goes over to a couple of other people, begins speaking.
Can I eavesdrop on whatever there is they're talking about to make sure
yeah,
we're
if
not
I
about
could-
to get like the guards called on us?
I would like to watch them as they're speaking. What are they saying, Jones?
If you guys are listening, and give me some perception checks.
I can read lips.
You have observant, right?
Yeah, I can read lips as long as I see them.
Okay.
Which I'm going to keep them in.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
Mine's a 22. Which I can just hear them. I can't read no lips. Well, I look like a nerd.
Yeah.
How dare you?
Yeah.
First of all.
It's a dirty 21.
Okay. Both of you kind of hear what they're saying. The first part is specifically Insidious when he leans over and says, "Have you had lunch yet?" "No, not yet. I've been here all day. We're trying to get prepared for the conversation, or for the celebration, rather. Lunch after this?"
Suspicious.
I'm very curious where the lunch spot is for these ladies. I actually pay more attention.
You lean over. "We go to the hot sausages guy."
Oh, I know him. Met him yesterday.
Oh, snap.
Just, oh.
Obviously, this is slang for a spy master. No, I'm kidding.
As they're speaking to each other. "You know where Pietro might be?" "He is kind of everywhere right now. I don't think anyone would be able to pin him down. Last he was seen, I think, in the palace itself,
Fuck's sake.
probably helping for the set up the feast. So, very well. Hot sausages, 30 minutes. Me and you, let's go." Comes back over. "Last seen in the palace itself. They're closed down right now, preparing for the feast tomorrow."
Indeed. Well, could you tell them I am going to be part of the feast tomorrow? I've come all the way from a tour. Could you let them know that I would be looking for him there if he could stop by?
Surely. I will send a runner right now.
Thank you very much.
Your name again? Sort of like has a piece of paper in his hand.
Major Yuri Eisenhoff. I
Looking
have business
forward
to
to-
speak with him. Yes.
Business. What sort of business?
I wish to catch up. I had heard a friend of his was an tour.
Was in a tour. This friend's name?
Well, I need him to confirm.
Bestian.
Bastian, yes.
Bestian.
Thank you. So much has happened.
Very well. We'll let him know as soon as possible. Is he supposed to look for you somewhere in particular?
If he is going to be helping with the feast, I will be there. But if not, then he can contact me while I'm there. Send a runner. I will go out and meet him. It's very important I speak with him.
Sure. Where's the runner going to?
The feast. Just send him. I'll be there.
Okay, so at the feast tomorrow, Pietro will be there.
Okay, will he be there? Then that's fine. Then no problem.
Wait,
Just let him
hold
know
on,
I'm
time
looking
out.
for him in the crowd.
You could send them a runner now and tell them to find someone today. Yes?
This was the plan.
Yes, do that.
That's fine.
To the docks. The fucking airship docks.
Sky docks.
Blanket on this. Sky docks.
Okay. I will not be able to promise that he will be able to make it out there. He is very busy right now.
That's what I thought.
Send the
If
runner
anything,
there. We'll come back here.
But, yeah. Whatever is possible.
Okay.
Also, what do you know to go for lunch? Anywhere near here? Anywhere famous?
Hot sausages.
Hot sausages. Excellent. Excellent. It's been so long.
And there must be multiple places that are like the same deal. They must be a chain because I was like much farther away from here, and there's another spot called the same thing.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Anyway, I do not wish to take up more of your time. Runner to the docks. Thank you.
Boris's hot sausages. You'll find them all over Karnath.
I'm
Boris
not a
is
fan
awesome.
of the name Boris right now. Terrible name.
Why
I'm
not?
going to strip that name down.
Very
Don't worry
good
about
name.
it. We're gone.
Disloyal
again.
name.
He hands the note to a runner who sort of takes off in search of Pietro.
All
You will know if Pietro shows up or if someone else shows up to the Skydocks by tonight.
All right, well, we're just going to turn around and march out and say, well, I didn't wish to pressure the man. I know you want to speak to him quickly, but I understand. We'll see. It's better to... You know what? Never mind. It's done. Let's go.
If I can
hot
avoid
sausages?
speaking them in the middle of a bunch of fucking people, I will. Yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah, let's go.
You go get some sausages.
It's on me.
Oh, hell yeah. Love food I don't pay for. It tastes so much better.
Yeah. Well, I am your commanding officer. It's okay.
Ah,
Go grab some Boris's hot sausages.
Yeah, actually, we'll get enough. We'll I don't know how many would constitute a full meal for us, but I'm going to bring some to go too. We can let people taste the local flavor.
Surely.
Yeah.
Surely.
How good are they, DM?
They're delicious. It's a chain.
hell yeah.
There's at least 3
Woo!
locations in Korth itself. Yeah, it's Carnathy.
shit.
It's Carnathy McDonald's. All they serve is sausage and hot mustard to go on the sausage
God.
Press F to doubt.
and
but okay.
sauerkraut.
Yo, is this the
Sauerkraut,
prime rib?
hell
Is that
yeah.
what it is? The rib burger that goes away?
Nope, just the sausage.
Those sausages. That's pretty nice. Pretty nice. What do you think, Adeline?
Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, I've had better, but it's okay.
You bitch. Okay. Second day. Anything?
How many rests have I gotten to this point?
1.
Oh,
Oof.
You've
Okay.
had. You resurrect. Oh wait, no. You were resurrected on that second day. You would have had 1. You would have had 2 by now, and
Okay.
tonight will be a 3rd.
okay, cool.
She'll be mostly not useless at the feast. Nice. That's rolling for useless. Like,
No.
Roll
It's
for
not.
useless.
All right. Anything else?
Yes.
What's up?
Fairly early, since he only has to be inert for 6 hours, no actual sleeping. There's another cool guy who only has to be inert for 6 hours. Is Soul available at like 5 or 6 in the morning?
I would say you could probably find them fairly easily. The B team would let you know, that where they were staying, or they would let the Shining Vanguard know where they were staying, so that information would be easy to get. Yeah, I'll say you'll know of a tavern not too far from here where they're staying at, and Soul would be up pretty early.
Very early in the day, he would have gone in to the tavern. I don't know if he knows what room they're in or if he sees any of the B team that are already downstairs when he gets there. But he will be seeking out Soul.
Okay, yeah, find them pretty easily.
Hello. How are you doing today? I understand that it is early, but could I have a few moments of your time?
Certainly. Beckons towards the seat in front of him.
Otto will take the seat. Last night, I went and watched a musical performance in the city. They seem a little lacking in both variety and scale, but it was enjoyable nonetheless. You are also a talented instrumentalist, correct?
Suppose it depends on who you ask. That matter is not objective.
Subjectively, compared to me, you would be quite talented. I would be flattered if you would be interested in at least showing me some basics.
Do you have an instrument?
I do not. I do not know much about instruments at all. My father did not prepare me adequately for that particular form of learning.
I do not carry wind instruments, as I do not have the mechanical abilities to produce wind. But I
It
have
would
strings
probably
and
be quite
percussive
the-
instruments. Which would you like to try?
Sad that Otto can't have a recorder.
I think it would be interesting to try out a stringed instrument.
Reaches in, grabs a like a higher pitched sort of lute that would be played on like on a higher scale than what he has across his chest, as it's fairly bassy. So it's kind of small, almost like a ukulele, but not quite that high pitched. And hands it over to you.
You hold it awkwardly.
I am going to give him a teaching check.
Whoa, teaching check! We love those.
So,
Here
and
for
for
it.
context, DM, for as much time as Soul is willing to show Otto stuff, he will spend his day doing that. And when Soul either gets bored or kicks him out or what have you, Otto will be practicing in his room on the ship.
Surely. 23 on the teaching check.
Yo!
I would like you to give me a quick, no proficiency, just... I'll let you do intelligence, since that'd be how you approach it. D20 plus 5.
17.
17. So some of the basics are fairly easy to grasp. The strings coming to you somewhat naturally. I would think the most challenging thing for Otto would probably be creating anything of his own. It would be sort of like you can mimic what Soul tells you to do, but past that, putting notes together in a way that would be Otto's own way would come difficult to you.
Well, he will be spending his entire day and probably some of the night working on making that slightly less difficult for him.
Right.
Bard levels incoming. Let's go.
Okay. So, anybody else?
Just because it needs to happen at some point, I'm a scry on Milo.
You're gonna scry on Milo?
Yep, just in case.
It fails.
I figured.
Oof.
Had to happen at least once.
At some point, while just waiting at the airship restlessly for a runner that will probably not show up tonight, again, we'll go knock on Kaushik's door.
Yes.
Hey, Kaushik, can I come in?
Sure.
Let's step in. Just like... Just like not looking at, kind of looking off to the side. Sorry I yelled at you the other day.
It's fine, Gandalf. For the record, I also
Yes.
voted against.
It wasn't fair, but shit.
It's been a very hard time for all of us, and I understand completely. Don't worry about it. It's in the past.
Raises an eyebrow. Sure.
I'm sure.
Okay. Well, not that this was why I came here to apologize, because I needed a favor, but could I get like a poultice or something from you?
Okay.
A poultice. You're just like miming, like crushing things in a thing. Something put on wounds.
Oh, of course, yeah. I'll see what I can do for you. It's been a long time since I've...
It's a good point of order, actually. You need to re-up on your medicine kits. You have used them at this point, I believe.
Yeah.
I guess I'm not necessarily looking for a straight up like medicine kit, but I get, or if something she can make with her. What's it called? The
Realism
other
kit.
thing. Yeah.
My what?
Some kit.
You
My
cut off like
herbalism.
My what?
Herbalism kit.
herbalism
Oh,
kit. There you go.
Your
I
mic
heard-
doesn't automatically turn on when you flip it down. There's like a
It took it a
sound
second.
on it. Yeah.
So we just heard kit.
Kit.
I said what? And you said
Kit.
kid. I said, what?
Sorry.
Yeah. That's what I was talking about. It's been a bit of time since I've re-upped that. Is it daytime right now, or is it nighttime?
Yeah,
right?
just
I would've
we
come
can
back,
hand
yeah.
wave you guys if you would have thought about. Koshik would have thought about that, so you can hand wave it at cost if you'd like to take that out of the party funds.
How much?
I think medicine kits are 50 gold a piece, if I'm not mistaken,
Holy shit.
or 25 healers.
Medicine kit?
I feel like that's.
Do the healers one, the 25 one.
Oh, healers kit's 5 gold each.
Okay.
There we
okay,
go. I was like, holy shit.
This man's at 50 gold.
Adding a 0. How many of those you buying?
Let's do like, I don't know. How many do you think?
And
I don't
herbalism
eat-
kits are also 5
They have
gold.
10 uses each. Each cast 10 charges.
Okay, like 2.
Easy.
Buy 2 each,
Yeah,
so
2
20 gold
herbalism.
total.
2.
20 gold total.
Yeah.
There you go.
And then I'll be like, yeah, I'll see what I can do for you, and then I guess I will see what I can do for him.
Yeah, give me a check.
I'm basically just wanting the equivalent of like Neosporin.
Right. This shouldn't be that bad.
Hopefully she doesn't make the equivalent of
Iodine would
Lemon
also
juice.
work, I suppose.
arsenic.
Oh, that would be.
Nat 20. Not even joking.
Easy.
Can I? I don't want to move my camera. Fuck. Here, I'll just very gingerly try to hold this up to. Y'all won't be able to see that. It's
I
a
believe
20.
you.
It's a 20. I was excited about that. Of course, I roll
Yeah.
like one of the only nat 20s I've ever rolled in this game when I'm just trying to do an herbalism kitchen.
It really be like that.
So I make him the best goddamn Neosporin.
Hell yeah.
I'll
That's-
say on
That's-
top of the bacterial nature and keeping infection out of these, it'll also reduce like scarring.
Wait, he doesn't want.
That's not good.
He doesn't
That's
want that.
less good. still-
Unintentional consequences.
Son of a bitch. Wait, this is too good. Wait a minute.
I'll try again.
But no,
6.
yeah. I just take that when she made it, and I'd take like the band braces off my leather armor and my wraps, and I would apply that to the runes on my arms and my hands.
Are you still in my room while you're doing this?
Probably so. Yeah, I just take it right once you finish it. Like, use that right
Yeah.
now.
When he starts unwrapping, Koshik's gonna be like, "Oh, that's new.
Yeah.
Do you? Is
Is
that
that-
something
is that
you want to
something-
talk about?
Is that something that Kaushik would be familiar with, DM?
Didn't she see it at the resurrection?
No, I mean their purpose.
You know what? It would be something that she would have the chance of being familiar with at the very least.
And
Give-
also, I'm sorry.
Give me a religion check, DC 20.
Okay.
Holy
And also,
shit.
no, she didn't see them at the resurrection because when
Yeah,
she
she was-
started the spell, she was zonked.
And then immediately passed out after the fact.
Okay, so a what check?
Religion check, DC 20.
Let me see what I. Okay, here I'm gonna roll and then I'll look. I rolled an 18.
What's your bonus to
So-
religion?
Plus 5.
Oh, there you go.
Let's
Are
go.
you- oh, hell yeah.
A little 18.
You want to explain to Koshik what she's looking at?
Yeah, explain to me.
They are runes in Karnathi for what is a ritual that is possessed by the blood of Vol for enabling the use of blood magic in those who are not necessarily inherently gifted with it. Specifically for the use that how it has been historically used is in creating like warriors who use blood magic, like in combat, and in a variety of ways of usually as like solo operators and things of like performing what's the word I'm looking for, missions for the church.
Right, so with Koshik having that knowledge, when she sees them, her reaction is a slight bit different. Instead of, oh, that's new, it's, oh, that's new.
I will say on top of that, with a 23 Koshik, you will
I know
know that
more.
you'll know that the rites and rituals that he's talking about, Seekers of the Blood of Vold attempt this ritual or have attempted this ritual. With the 23, you know that they have attempted that ritual and died because of it.
And with that knowledge, it gets even more grave. Oh, God, Gandolin, that's... Why?
Good explanation. Let's see.
The truth will suffice.
Look, most people, your reaction you have, like, if you encounter a dangerous situation, you have your, like, natural inclinations to either fight or to run away, right?
Okay.
And so, and that's your natural inclination, but somebody who, if they would usually run away from a fight, you train them to fight, they can fight. Yes?
Right.
I see magical ability the same way. I have never trained of any kind. I didn't think I had any kind of magical nonsense. But evidence would indicate that I got something. Never trained it though. And it mostly seemed good at helping me run away or keep myself safe. And that wasn't working. So I had heard some rumors, and we saw those guys with, like, the blood whips and stuff who attacked us in the street. That seemed to indicate that those rumors were true. So I went to Abactor Sevalod and asked him about it. Gave me a book, said it was dangerous, and sent me on my merry way. So I went and did it in the Crimson. I went through the ritual in the Crimson Monastery. Sucked a little bit.
He's not wrong. This is incredibly dangerous for you to go through. Why didn't you come to me about this? You know I'm trained in this magic. I could have at least figured something out, maybe to help you.
Maybe so, but everybody was having a hard time afterwards.
But you never have to go through a hard time together. We're like a family, Gandalf. Or alone, sorry. We're like a family, Gandalf. We can go through this together.
If it went sideways, I didn't want any of you around.
There's less of a chance of it going sideways with me there, you know that.
Maybe. Maybe not. Plus, I don't think I was entirely alone. I went through the ritual, like I said, down there.
Right.
I started hearing a little bit of stuff. I was doing it.
What do you mean?
Whispers, talking. I don't know if it was just the undead that are down there or what, but it's blood magic, necromancy. It's all kind of together.
Would I know anything about that?
Yeah, I mean, you rolled a 23. I'm not gonna rob that of you. I would say that the people that you may have heard that have survived this ritual all often had experiences during such a thing. It is chalked up to, I say chalked up to. It's just not. People aren't sure what it is. Some say it is almost what Gandalf just said, voices of the dead. Some say it is some other more powerful entity. Some say it is just hallucination due to the pain. It's hard to say.
Fair.
Regardless, it's done now.
Right. And regardless of how I feel about this decision, I'm impressed. I know it must have been terrifying to go through, and it must have hurt so much.
It was trying would be an understatement, yeah.
Right. Let me at least help you, and then I'm gonna start helping him put his little ointments on.
Yeah.
If there's any like areas he can't reach on, like his shoulders or whatever. Applying sunscreen to Gandy.
It's just forearms and hands.
Okay. That's fine. I'm still help.
All right.
No, that anxiously awaiting a runner. Hopefully.
The runner will not come.
Damn it. I'm gonna kick his ass.
I'm gonna kick your ass.
I'm gonna kick your ass.
James, do it. You're best at it.
Yeah, where's the Hank Hill?
Dang it, Bobby, I'm gonna kick your ass.
There we go.
Yeah.
Just to make sure it was done, I'm gonna make sure Artyom gets his 50 rubies.
Oh yeah.
Add 50 gold's worth of rubies onto your inventory sheet.
I am going to immediately use it. Erish has his own room, right? Because I helped him get it, and we invited him and had the whole thing. So yeah, I'm gonna go in there, and since his room's probably a lot nicer than mine, that literally doesn't have a bed in it, so you guys had me in there on the floor.
That is true. There's a bunch of like House Orion blankets and pillows that y'all stole. I say y'all, more specifically Artyom stole, so it's just like this eclectic tapestries and blankets and sheets and pillows from House Orion.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm going to shape wood into a small little shelf into the side of his wall. I'm going to put that message candle on there, and then I am going to make a produce flame permanent on it so that it doesn't actually burn it but remains lit. As a reminder to not let things pass you by.
Okay.
That's cute.
And then I'm going to be like, also, I'm going to need you to make me another one of those now. Because at least it's a symbol and it's still really useful.
This is the one that he gave you specifically before you head out?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. He sees you going to light this candle here, and he's...
No. It doesn't actually, the flame doesn't, it has no heat to it or anything. Like, you can put your fingers
He doesn't
through
know
it.
that.
Okay.
He sees you messing with fire in the candle.
Okay.
He says, are you about to go to sleep? And sort of like clasps his hands around you.
Oh, no, I'm just putting this up right here.
We should probably talk about what this does.
Oh, no, it's not a real flame.
Okay. This is not like the other candles.
Okay.
I gave this to you for a reason. Here. He sort of helps you lie down.
Okay.
There was a period in time where you were figuring out what a Clash Tar was, and but you said that you were split soul and that you didn't really dream.
No.
I don't know if this would work, but I was hoping it was, and I had wondered why you had not lit the candle yet.
Oh.
Lay down.
Sure.
Okay. He brings over the candle over to you and hands a match over with it. And he also lays down.
All right. Yeah. I will light it.
Okay, you get very, very drowsy as soon as you light the candle. Do you fight? Do you fight this urge to sleep?
I probably couldn't fight it if I wanted to.
So that
sleepy is my natural state of being for the past 2 days.
So we'll say this is kind of at the end of that night when Gandalf's waiting on the runner and everything. You're getting ready to lie down anyways, tired. So that smell of the candle of just like honey and milk and lavender reaches your nose. And unseen to Artyom, as soon as you fall asleep, the candle goes out. The smoke just sort of lazily trails through the air and up into your nostrils. A few moments later, you find yourself standing in an open field. Bright sunny day, and rows and rows of flowers and bushes and plants of different sorts, just a beautiful array of them. And as you sort of like look around in this area, and off in the distance, you see a hill top with a lighthouse made of a candle in the distance. You see ocean splashing into the shores of a beach to your right. As you step on the grass, you realize it's made of candle wax. You sort of look and explore around this place, and then you see Erish sort of popping up behind you.
Hey,
This is what this is.
Well, you should have given me some instructions. I would have used it every day.
You ran out of the room quite quickly. I thought the instructions on it would be good enough to light it when you went to sleep, but
Shit.
it's fine. Here you are. I'm. And you start to like look around you now that Erish is here, and the waxy texture of the grass and everything has disappeared. It is very real now at this point. Like the flowers not made of candle wax anymore. They instead sway with the breeze normally, like rows and rows of tulip and lilacs. And you see like a workspace in here as well. Workspace with different sorts of reading materials, sort of combined, like contained within this workspace. You see some sort of like dark undulating mass of a book that is contained within a glass cube in this workspace. But he looks at you and like looks around at this place. I knew Kalashtar couldn't dream. This isn't necessarily a dream world. It's separated from Dalkor.
This is ridiculous. This is amazing. You are amazing. I'm gonna mess with all the things.
What are you going to do?
What does this book do over here? It looks dangerous.
Oh, don't move the glass, please. That is the book that Milo gave me. That's the knowledge of the flesh golem. I would rather not have that escaped and ramping around in my mind. So contained it
What's
here.
wrong? Was it like use undeads? Like you have to take like people's bodies and mash them together for a flesh golem or something?
Essentially, yes. It's full of horrible things. So
Wait, are we in your head right now?
we are.
That's why it's so beautiful then. Okay, it makes sense. Okay. Well, take me on the tour.
Absolutely. He wraps his fingers into yours and will begin walking you around this world. And that is where we will end tonight's session.
Hey, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right. Thank you guys for playing with me. Thank you guys for joining us. I hope you had a good time. I know I did. We are Hard Knock Dice. We stream every Wednesday and Saturdays. On Wednesdays, we do Blood and Silver ran by our very own Otto / where's his... I forgot your tag.
Auto
/
DM
at
is his
Tyler
new
Chase
handle.
Games, so go follow him there on Twitter. Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then on Saturdays we do this across Eberron at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I hope you enjoyed the session today. I know I did. Please don't forget to donate to Extra Life ! Charity in the chat, please, for our folks. And also, if you're feeling it, please drop a follow or even a sub. That would be so wonderful. We are going to raid our dear friends over at Hope for TTRPGs. Go give them a follow as well. Spread that TTRPG love. And we will see you guys next time. We have 10 seconds now, but go follow us. Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, all of those things. So you can catch up on everything that you've missed on YouTube so far. So until next time, guys, much love. Bye.
Facebook.
My space.
Plenty of fish.